Yeah, I really don't know about that, but I ever see my TikTok videos, it just look like I recording a double palm way. Like I swear, the lighting, the audio.
It's like it recorded, it going up.
It's like I can hear myself.
I can see myself a bit.
A bit, yeah.
TikTok working.
It working.
I ain't gonna fight out. Yeah.
Going.
Post.
I look at the budget that this gets so much user.
I see 25k. Did one have like over 100k?
Yeah, one of them had 250,000, I think.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah,
one.
no, the life nicer, boys.
I need to get on TikTok apparently, because clearly
my views was good before, and then now it's like I could put like a solid 400.
okay.
Solid 400. I know
Seriously?
that's very small compared to your big boys, but that's okay.
You had to get some bad
And
lighting.
you don't have much you don't have much videos, I don't think.
I think I have like 15. I stopped posting a good while now, like a few weeks.
Why?
I don't know why. It's just it's stressful having messages all the
Oh, okay.
Wait, just
Sorry,
now, stop.
I don't know about these
No,
Clearly, it is going down
company.
in the
Yeah,
DM.
yeah,
No, it's like I feel like I created this environment or this community of people that feel as though they could come and ask me about anything without any payment. So like they will come and tell me, well, boy, I want an app. What you could do for me? I want some graphic designs. What you could do for me?
Oh, you mean like that? I thought it was like advice, something like, oh, I have this problem.
It's like,
So
hey,
that
my
thing
app
I
doing
will
a thing.
help with.
My app doing a thing. You could fix it.
No, not even like that, but just more of like, oh, I'm trying to figure out, oh, how do you do this? Or how do I do that?
Okay.
I would give advice on that.
The people who are like that are actually really, really demanding. So they just be like,
Or
really,
they,
really
they
vexed.
determine
Yeah, they're
that
like, because
they-
I'm watching you, you need to do this for me. I don't want nobody else to do this for me. You need to do this. And some of them, I had this one girl who emailed me, right? She was like, she watched some of my videos, messaged her about some kind of thing she need help. And I messaged her. Turns out she didn't watch my videos. It was her boyfriend who watched it. And she just want me, like, what? Why you couldn't just watch the video? All the instructions right there. Why you needed to come from me? You know what I mean? So I was a bit,
I can see why that can get
Distraught.
annoying.
yeah, I was just like,
Because like people,
wait.
just because you see me doesn't mean you're entitled to.
To me?
Yeah, basically.
I guess so. And there's a sad thing to say, but I think that just, you know what they say, just a part of the game.
Yeah, it's like imagine someone you take a picture and someone is like, "Hey, how you set up the lighting for that?" And you watch the message. It's like, I don't have time to respond to this now, but I'll go get back to the person. And the person is like, "How dare you watch my message and don't tell me how you set up this lighting?" And you're there
I
like,
know, but you don't do the same thing, though? Like, if you message somebody and you see that they see it and they don't respond, it's like, wow.
"No," I would be like,
I
"Wow,"
hate
but
you.
I
Well, that is the same
I know,
thing.
but I wouldn't take it upon myself to say that you have to respond to me. You could have clearly been doing something else, but some people would be like, "Oh, you see it, and you just went on like your day."
life of a photographer, yes. But I feel like it's anybody who in the creative industry does have that type of problem with these clients where like I don't get them. It's always the ones and all two that paying the least amount of money or who not paying fucking nothing. I could curse?
Yeah.
At this
so
point,
No.
it was
Alright, sorry
an
about that.
episode like, what, 8? What episode was well?
uh,
That was an audio
after
window.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
After Will,
Do you know Will?
It don't matter.
There's a guy
No.
called Will the Wolf. He makes music.
Who's Will?
Wow, did you just hoot him?
I'm sorry about
Jeez.
that.
Oh, jeez. I don't know how. Yeah, that's
Well
the end
then.
of it there.
I just
We
move
didn't
on from
even
that.
intro. Welcome back to another episode of the Jabari Show. We have saying your name. I just feel
Everybody
like
just get problems. Don't worry about it.
it's
SHARUHK.
right. I was gonna say SHARUHK.
Yeah, SHARUHK.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just go up in the air, but it just feels like you're out of a movie. So I feel like like when I say it, I feel like I get a little bit more powerful, like SHARUHK.
That's actually the name of this guy by Khan, you know. SHARUHK.
Yeah.
Yep. Mother was obsessed with that. So
I was
she
like
just,
so close. You could have
She
just had like a title and thumbnail just safe. Just like Shahrukh Khan on the on the podcast.
Clickbait.
Like
Clickbaiting
it goes from Sian to just
Shahrukh
Shahrukh
Khan.
Khan.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
nice. Face on my face right now, you know.
Yeah, nah, I
The
don't.
thumbnail.
The editors don't. We don't pay them enough for that, for all our editing work.
Yeah.
So let's just record everything
I
and
am.
post.
No, the editor is me.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes me. Depends. It depends.
Oh well, yeah, you would have to do the.
Yeah, exactly.
We
It's
have
a process.
We have a whole process of how we do the videos, but yeah, nah.
Mhm.
We don't. We cut out some things. Like if
Like if you tell us, we can't talk about that.
you gotta talk about that. If you say something on accident, I'm like, oh yeah,
Nah, we
I
can talk
wasn't
about-
supposed to talk about that. Like it was under a contract type of thing. Some people,
Oh.
I think, even with Jarrell, he said, "Nah, cut out something," and then it ended up being okay, so we left it in. So things like that. But generally, people like think about what they're saying, and then when they say it, it's like, okay, well, this is cool.
For me, the way I just look at it is as I could talk about anything and say anything. They're always gonna have clients for me. They're always gonna have people come in.
True.
You can always find people. So it's like it really don't
I understand
matter.
where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because both,
Yeah, no.
even if it is something real controversial, it's like
Someone
people
would
will
still-
always be on your side.
yeah.
no matter
Well,
what.
like you also had that controversy with David Dobrik. He could literally say anything and do anything. Literally, they had sexual assault cases and stuff with him and his group, and yet he's still pumping out content. Still have sponsors. Still have these people who sponsor him. You know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. So it's always gonna be like that in the creative space. It's
Yeah.
never gonna change.
There'll always be somebody to support you. But,
There's always someone to offend and someone to support.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. But I guess let's get like a backstory on you, because I know for the people that don't know,
Yeah.
including myself also, like a backstory on how we got to you at
Yeah.
How old are you?
Search by at 22.
22. Yeah, I know you said you were. I heard 23. It's probably in a video or something like that. I'm not sure.
He's probably turning 23.
Huh?
He's probably turning 23.
Nah, I'm 22 already.
Oh, you
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
22 this year.
If you heard it in a video
No,
or
not a
something,
video. Or maybe I'm just losing it.
it could just be me trolling people that is as well a lot of say things for the sake of saying things. I made a TikTok video a time about how to make a website.
Mhm.
That video was supposed to be a joke, yeah, because that is not really how you make a website. I showed them how to edit code, but that's just editing the front end of how the website actually looks. It's not
Okay.
doing any kind of work on your back end or how to actually put a domain on, nothing like that. And
Okay.
people took that to heart.
And you
So-
do the coding for back end stuff?
Yeah, back end, front end. I do websites, apps, digital marketing. I do a lot of stuff, but mainly what I want people to know me for is app development.
Okay.
Okay.
How did we get to here? Oh, my bad.
Nice.
That was all me.
Small thing.
Yeah. But yeah, how did we get to here? We need to have one thing go wrong at all times, every week.
One thing.
Yeah, something needs to be wrong. Or it could be our phone, it could be we had SD card problems. So yeah, how did we get to app development? Like where were you before?
Right, so
Did you wanna be a race car driver? You look like you could do it though. I feel like I could
a race car driver.
kinda.
Nah, that
Sorta,
was,
like-
nah. Where this started, boy? If I was to look back way in my memory, back to when I was 2 years old, nah, joking. Back to when I was like a few years ago now, I was doing digital marketing stuff, and for
Mhm.
me, I didn't know nothing about it. I was literally just telling people to follow pages and shit, and
Yeah.
that's how I built up the digital marketing brand. From there, I decided I don't really want to be known as a digital marketer because in network marketing, especially with crypto and all these other businesses popping up, they have a lot of scams going on.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
it can get a bit scammy. Real quick.
Yeah.
Very,
Buy
very
my
quickly.
NFT right now. It's out. 23 Ethereum. That's the lowest.
And then I just pull out. Like,
Huh?
oops, everybody
It's like-
money. I'm sorry, I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
People just delete a website sometimes, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I didn't want to be known as one of those people, even though I'm not. I didn't want to be categorized as one of those people. So I pulled away from that, started doing app development
Mm-hmm.
because of just changing the industry because of that.
And
Yeah.
how
But how do you
yeah, and I would say how
Like I
how
just
does one
missed
just
so much.
learn? It's like, oh, I was doing
it's like,
digital
oh,
marketing,
I want to make
and
an
I
app.
go and
Cool.
make apps
Right.
now.
Well, how that came about was I was watching how much money people getting paid. I know this is not motivation for a lot of people, but I was watching the amount of money, right, that these guys was getting paid to develop these websites and apps. I was like, wait now. I could get some of these contracts. I'm a good salesperson. I have some contacts. Let me see if I could sell somebody an app without actually knowing how to build an app at first. and I actually sold the app without knowing how to build it. But then now, having the contract in hand, about to get the money, not knowing how to build an app, I had to learn. How did I learn? YouTube.
Nice. The
So
That's
university
the
of
real thing
YouTube.
that's with anything though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say like focus on your business and like just like secure that first,
And then everything will figure
you
out
could
afterwards.
figure it out. Right?
Yeah.
Once you're good at business,
Something
you
must
be
work.
set. Like even in photography, there was this guy. I really can't remember his name right now. He was talking about he studied business first.
Mhm.
So he had like kind of business contacts and he wanted to get into photography, but he has a business mindset because he studied it in school, he has his degree, whatever. And he like secured photography contracts with no equipment. Because he was
Yeah.
like, oh well, if I just
Yeah,
equipment
yeah.
can't be that expensive to rent for the day. But he marked it up so much where it's like even if it did come out to X more, it's like I kind of safe.
Yeah, it was a more
So-
like a test to see if there was potential for me to be in the industry before I got into it. And, well, being accepted into Harvard University, I kind of give me that leverage now. Okay, this guy kind of know what he talking about when he talking
Oh.
about these things.
You didn't
right?
see that?
I didn't see
You
that
see the
part.
LinkedIn?
I didn't see that
Why
part.
is it in LinkedIn? Like as you search up his name, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So having that there and being accepted as a CS student, which is computer science, gave me that leverage to go to clients and be like, well, I'm an upcoming CS student. I want to build up my portfolio. Let me see if I could do something for you. So it wasn't me just saying, well, I know nothing about this. Well, although I did know nothing about it,
It's like,
I didn't know completely
just
nothing
give me a
about it.
chance now.
There was a
I
little
could
bit
learn
of a
it.
foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was at least a foundation. Like I knew about websites and backends and those type of things. I didn't know
Yeah.
about apps though. So I
Mhm.
still had some type of leverage to tell them, well, let me see what we could do.
Okay.
Okay. How do you
Okay.
go about that though? Like how do you go about like actually
Learning how to.
No, I was more talking about acquiring the contracts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this
Or how do you get it because you had the contacts from before, right?
I had some of those contacts from digital marketing. So the first ever client I had that really just gave me a chance regardless of I didn't know anything at all was a company called Vishnu Mirage Motors. I even have his mask somewhere here, I believe.
That's what you came in at?
I think I have it in my pockets. Man, no free promos.
Really?
There's no free promos.
Wow.
But
wow.
but shout out to
Hey,
him, yeah.
last week. It was last week? No, it was with Jarrell. He was giving out shout outs left, right, and oh. No,
Yeah, Jarrell was doing it.
and Janix.
Quarantine, so she was doing it.
All right, enough free promo.
Oh, wow.
JK.
Lay off, yeah?
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah,
Shout
so
out to Giselle though.
yeah.
For the internet.
Speaking of them, actually no, I
Oh,
shouldn't talk about them yet.
That song, well, okay.
Yeah.
Say no more, say no more, say no more.
So he was my first client.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of referrals from him and other people who used to work with him. And from there, I built up my network. And I would just cold call these guys and be like, well, you know, I work for this guy. I'm doing this right now. Let me see how it goes. I would even look through the yellow pages. I would do door to door, even though I know nobody would really want to buy an app for $50,000 doing it door to door.
So you were doing that from what you said? From since you were 12? I
Yeah.
have that correct?
Yeah, sense of. Yeah.
I was playing game. Sorry, you didn't get to me there.
Do it door to door since I was 12. But when I was 12, I didn't have the CS mindset. So I was selling like soap, dishwashing liquid, jewelry, door to
Also,
door.
the same thing that we were talking about. Oh, so you could have been on
Okay,
TV way
okay.
before then.
Yeah, I could have been on a TV if I was continuing with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That media companies would have want me, boy. But you see
hey.
now? Nah. We want an app developer. We want a soap maker.
Shout out to the soap makers out there. Right?
If you have your soap company, you do you.
I feel like we had to give context. It was just because
It was
you reached out to the media companies. They said no.
Yeah.
And they were giving other people a chance until they saw that you were
on-
recognized by other people. And then they were like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
Let's
that's
get to you now.
now. Let's get to you.
Because I feel like just before it just looked bad.
yeah.
You know?
It kind of would.
But it's all right.
Number actually no soap makers out there, by the way. You do you
Not big
make
up
your
the
money.
soap makers. We need it.
Pick up, yeah.
Yeah.
Be it every day, you know.
We'll take a little sponsor of our yearly
Although them natural
yearly
soaps,
soap by us.
it's be kind of expensive, compared to like a blue soap, which is
Don't-
like
yeah.
$5, you know.
I-
It'd be
Natural
kinda
soap?
expensive. Natural.
Nah, I've seen. And
I stick to my palm olive. I eat it straight. Too fine. It's just.
yeah. Okay, so 12 selling door-to-door salesman, getting
What
those
were you selling?
contacts.
Yeah, like I said,
Oh,
I
you
was
said it's soap.
Soaps.
jewelry. What else did I sell? Newspapers.
Making it yourself?
No. I would buy it retail and sell it back for a higher price.
Nice.
Okay.
Flipping,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah, okay.
And they
Newspapers.
Newspaper, yeah.
How do you-
So
How do you get the newspapers in the first place?
from those little newspaper guys who used to sell on the highway, I was one of them. I was one of them.
No, you
Wait,
mean like from
how do you-
jump, like where you? I think you just go to the news house and you
And you buy
just
it?
buy them. Yeah.
For how
No,
much?
I would actually buy them from the guys, and then I would have to.
But they're not selling it for.
They would sell me. And if you see a little 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy, you know, you feel bad for him. You would sell him at a discounted.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like,
Yeah.
I had privilege
Okay.
that time. Now,
nice.
now if I go and do that, I'd be like, fuck. Sorry about that again.
It's alright.
It's like, dog, you're a big hardback man.
Yeah. Oh no.
Talk about.
We know anything down. But I was trying to figure out for a long time how did newspaper people make money, you know? Because I'm like, well, if a newspaper is $3 at the time, if they're buying it for $3,
They ain't making no
selling it
money.
for $3.
No, they definitely don't pay.
You just need Hudson working for free.
we only make it like 50 cents a newspaper.
Is it really?
Yeah, because they would buy it. So like if I'm not gonna call out any newspaper companies, but the ones that sell it at $3,
There's $3.
yeah, they would give it at the newspaper salesman.
There's only
For
one
like-
newspaper that sells for $3.
Well, whichever newspaper that is that sells at $3, right?
Mm.
Big up you.
Yeah, big up you. They would sell it to the newspaper guys at $2.50, and they would just be
Oh.
making 50 cents a newspaper. So when you check it up, it's like around $50, depending on how much you buy. Profit.
Okay.
Oh,
But them could be there whole day though.
Yeah, yeah. So you're feeling bad for
Oh,
the
that's
guy
why
now.
they have like the little drinks and all kind of thing too.
yeah, that would actually make a lot more
That
sense.
makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I also figured out that some of them don't even own the like container for the drink.
No.
Yeah.
There's rented
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
they paying it off.
still.
I
That's-
wouldn't
that's
consider it renting.
Dog, that's rent to own.
I feel like
That
yeah,
is rent to own.
Yeah, okay, well done.
You're renting to own.
Yeah, that's real hustling.
I
you
just
know.
find that's real interesting.
Yeah.
That's real
It's
hustling.
become ever popular in Trinidad.
Okay, so then from the newspapers and the soaps that then transition into
All right, so that's where I really had the transition where I wanted to do computer stuff was in secondary school. My science teacher told me I should be an actor because I was very stupid. Shout out to Yuva Rupchan Singh, by the way.
wow. What was the teacher's name?
Yuva Rupchan
Oh.
Singh.
I thought I was like a school.
No,
and
I
was like,
realized that it was the teacher's name, and I was
Oh.
like, "Jeez, whole
If
government."
I swear to God, if I call out the school, they might sue me because I know they love doing that. I'm not gonna call out the school, but they
Wait,
love
the
doing
school
Is it
loves
in your LinkedIn?
suing.
that. Yeah.
the school is in your LinkedIn? Yeah, that's unlucky.
Yeah. So the school's in my LinkedIn. I'm not calling out their names, but if I really want to know which school it is,
It's
you
really
could
easy to
just
find it.
Yeah. So that teacher told me I should be an actor because that time I wasn't really studying too much about school because I knew end term meant nothing, coursework meant nothing.
Yeah,
It
if
was
you
just-
cram enough, it
Yeah.
get inside.
So I was just studying for CXC.
I'm not following.
Dude, just because
Okay.
you could pass an exam don't mean you have anything between your head.
Oh, okay.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
legit. If you just cram everything down,
Oh, you mean like this before the test?
yeah,
The actual final.
yeah. So
Okay.
anything doesn't really matter.
Of course, we kind of held a lot of weight for us. So
Oh.
Coursework in university, yeah, but secondary school is like, why do you do even?
No, because our university.
I mean,
doesn't
I
really-
understand what you're saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
they don't go back to check.
coursework
down here.
held a lot
Mm.
of weight for us.
Mm.
So that's why
It's
I
like-
kind of did it. So I'm sorry if I was the one to do it and you were not.
Small thing.
Yeah.
Only have other reasons. You know, I had my reasons in secondary school. I was just studying for CXC. I
Yeah.
wasn't studying for like Form 1, 2, 3. I didn't mind if I was being seen as a stupid student. That was my mentality now.
He
So
did the
like-
long con. He did the long con.
So I would sit into these parents teachers conference with my grandparents there and have all these teachers bashing me, being like, he has potential. You know, he has potential, even though you're seeing a 30% on your thing.
Yeah.
He has potential, you know. Like I seen it here on this little 50% he make. You know, he has it.
my son is a good son.
He's smart in his own way.
Ignore the
Probably
30%.
good with his hands, you know.
Something must
Yeah,
work.
you know what I mean?
That could be taken wrong.
But yeah.
Technical, you know.
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
No, with technology, the keyboard.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So
from a teacher bashing you.
from a teacher, yeah. So I feel like my whole life has been fueled by hatred. It is no, Like,
Wow,
let me give context.
That
He
was
had-
real heavy.
He had the rapper upcoming. You know.
That was
Shout
real
out to the
heavy.
teacher that used to hate
Big up
on me.
you.
Yeah, you know, like I feel like I'm going into a Jake Paul sphere where he's like, shout out to my teacher who didn't believe in me. I don't want to be cringy like that, but that is what fueled me to do what I'm doing right now is hatred. I did not want them to get the benefit of me not becoming anything, so I had to push myself as hard as I could.
And then I led into computer science, and then
Yeah, so because I
how
knew
do you
he
get
was
into Harvard? I'm so confused on that.
oh, I'll get to that just now. So you see how he was a science teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's what led me to go
Oh, you
into.
wanted to beat him in sciences.
I was like, yeah, boy.
Okay, cool, nice.
Let me do that.
I think that's
It's
just-
like you kind of dumb. It's like I come and ride by you. I come and ride by you for help.
It's like, hold on, just hold on to that statement. Just check me in like a 5 years, 10 years. I'll come back and check it. All
I'll
right.
come back and check here. So yeah, that's what actually fueled me to want to go into Harvard in the first place and apply to it. Because I was like, okay, so if I could get into Harvard and he's not in Harvard, that would mean I'm a better science person. So let me do that.
That's how things works, folks. It's like
Wow.
if I do, if I
No, but
go,
it sounds so easy. Like I just got into Harvard. Like
yeah, it's like how
it sounds like what
does,
goes into that? Because isn't the acceptance rate like real low?
Acceptance rate, I think, is 1%, or I really.
Oh, you're a 1%er.
A one.
You're hanging with a
was-
1%er. This is nice.
yeah.
Well, everybody makes it sound so. Look at that voice break. You could have voice break just now.
Don't once you don't.
Make it out. too
Yeah,
much,
once you don't make it out, it didn't exist.
I want to be a meme a little bit now, so like.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, don't worry, you go be in the clips.
Yeah, we have clips. Sorry, we have clips coming out.
Right.
We'll
Nice.
organize, yeah.
So, wait, what was I saying just now?
Fueled by
You're
hatred.
1%er.
Yes.
Fueled by hatred.
Right. So, I don't think, you see, getting into Harvard, people think is really, really hard to get into these Ivy League schools, but honestly, once you have a above 4.0, okay, I now listening to myself talk. It is to get that 4.0 average.
It's hard.
Yeah, and I'm now realizing it. Yeah, there's
Make it
lots
sound
of
so easy. People are like,
It's like,
really?
hey, just get your A's.
Some people are
Duh.
like, just study, guys.
It's like just
Just
get
do
A's.
good.
Duh. Yeah.
Duh, like it's not that hard. Come on.
study it.
I
Come
did
there.
it.
Yeah, but that's the way I look at it now because I had a lot of disadvantages in life where I had to like do door-to-door sales. Nobody wants to do that, and I was very dotish and not even fronting. Like teachers used to scold me, tell me all kind of things. Nobody used to look up to me as anything. So to like for me to just say go out there and put the work in, I really do mean that because that's what I did. I just went there, I put the work in, and I got through.
And that was
So I wanted to
after-
know what's so hard.
That was that was after. Did you apply to Harvard after CSEC or KEEP?
I applied to Harvard after Cape, so I did my A-levels and thing
Uh-huh.
with Cambridge University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I feel that's one of the things that actually gave me the leverage too now because
Yeah, because I know
yeah.
when say just doing it straight out of a secondary school.
Yeah.
It may have been a bit difficult without doing an SAT because
Mhm.
I don't.
actually did SATs too.
Okay.
So that's something to note. Yeah.
Ah.
So if you do want to get into one of these Ivy League schools, what you should do is make sure you have a 4.0 average. Do your SATs, ACTs. Maybe you don't really need it. And right now, seeing as it's COVID, I think a lot of them waiving the SAT
Yeah,
SATs
SAT is null and void for now.
for now. Yeah.
For now.
And all these EDX courses, like I made a whole TikTok about Harvard free courses for their CS50
Oh yeah.
for game development. There's law programs, all kind of those things give you leverage too because those are
They
marked.
can see that you
Yeah.
participated in something that their school is affiliated with.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
And they will see how long you're doing it for too. So all that. It's not as hard now as it was before. So like I feel before you really, really need to be smart, but now I mean,
And have money.
well, yeah.
You just pay off somebody.
Yeah, no, what I was about to ask, I was like,
Some-
what does tuition look like for a Harvard student?
Tuition is it's 60,000 US, which is like
Yeah?
a year.
Yeah.
So for like a 4 years, that would be how much?
It's
6
not
by
like
4,
the average
two-
household income for like a
2-4.
2.4, and if
Wow.
you times that by 6.76,
Just call it 7. Let's just call it a
Let's call it
1.5 mil.
M.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's a house.
Nice.
A nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Covered by who exactly?
Yeah, covered by,
It sounds like
you
you
could.
probably got a sponsor. Or
No, I didn't
or
go
you-
to Harvard.
Oh,
I just wanted to get accepted Yeah.
Cheese on edges.
You see how you holding your head right now? That's
I
exactly
was
how
so
my grandparents was
confused.
holding their head when I told them, yo, I just wanted to get accepted. Who told all that I was going?
Wow. Why did I think you were going?
No.
Little Johnny, little Johnny who worked real hard, who parents
Yeah.
could afford,
Harvard Colonia accept 50 people for the year.
gave it to Mr.
SHARUHK comes in.
It's like,
Oh yeah, spot 50 is mine. Go
thanks,
check them. Never.
thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Johnny, I know what
Why
take
didn't
your
you go?
It's like,
No, you see, I wanted to also show people in Trinidad, especially, that you don't need these things to be successful in any industry you want to go in. I just did it because of hatred. That
Okay.
was fueling me.
I feel like we need to just send a picture of the acceptance.
yeah,
Just so
yeah.
that we can show that, hey,
he did.
Yeah.
Plus, like, I have it hanged up on my office, so like
Nice.
everybody's
You
seen
could
that in my
just- You can just send
TikToks.
it when you get home.
Nice.
Big
So that
flex.
We can just put it in the YouTube and just be like,
Be like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm there. Get
There,
out there.
guys.
Nice.
That's
No, I just,
nah, that threw me off.
cause,
I
like,
was trying to figure out when did he go to Harvard because I'm like, he's
I'm trying to-
22.
I'm not.
He
I'm
probably
doing
got
maths.
accepted when I was 15 or some shit.
I'm doing maths. I'm like, is he doing it like online? I was like,
Yeah, I was trying to.
dang.
Yeah.
'Cause why am I? I'm shocked because I got accepted into the University of.
Is it because you applied and he took his spot?
No.
Okay.
No, I got into University of Hartford, and because of COVID and whatnot, I was already in UE, so I was like, that really makes sense going, and I had scholarships and whatnot. No.
What?
So yeah, so to hear someone was like, I get into Harvard, I just didn't go. I didn't go because I had various circumstances against me. He
Yeah.
just
Bare vibes. No thoughts, just vibes.
exactly. So I'm here like,
No, because you see, the next thing is too, it's not like I wasn't thinking about the money too, because I mean, 1.2 million. Imagine I could get a house in 4 years with that, but instead
Could
I
get a
waving
house in
around
1
my
year with
degree
that.
like, yeah, dog, give me a house, go to the bank. I can't do that.
yeah,
So I was also thinking about that, but
yeah.
yeah, the main reason was really just I just wanted to get back at my teacher. That was it. And that's
Wow.
the main reason why I didn't go. But there were also other reasons that making me not look as bad now. You know, like the
Mhm.
money. Yeah, the money was a big thing. You know?
Yeah.
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 You can't just say, oh, I just didn't go because I.
Title. I don't. We already had the title.
Oh, yeah, we have it.
Turning on Hartford. I mean Harvard. Turning
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Harvard University.
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much for that. We needed that. We've just been on a.
A downward spiral.
No, we really haven't been. It's
What
it's
the
been
title?
very constant, you know. It
What the title going
has
on be? I don't know. No. This could work. Nah. I don't know.
Yeah. We normally like battle in between, like what we could do for the title, and it's like,
Oh, we would
this?
forget. Or
Nah.
we would forget
This
what
one?
we spoke
Nah.
about. We would forget what we spoke about. It's like, what was a key highlight?
yeah.
You could have just straight up take this Fox News highlight. This the title, not the headline they do. Some long ass headline they do. Boy,
Oh, yeah, that was long.
like they didn't want me to
I don't
rank
even
on
know
Google at all. I swear.
I don't know if
Some long friggin' thing about local app developer builds hailed for making more developing more apps in Trinidad and Tobago than any other software company or something like that. And I was reading this like they did not want me to rank on Google or anything because nobody is gonna
This
search up
is
that.
not short,
this
concise,
is not
or
the-
catchy.
Okay, it's like what?
This is
I-
not the Fox News one, but this is from another one that posted it.
Here we
And
go.
It's so long.
Mhm.
Google certified professional builds hailed for personally building more apps than the software companies in Trinidad. Jeez, this is a mouthful. Jeez.
Oh, what was the first? What was the first app?
The first ever app I built.
Yeah,
The first ever
well,
app.
paid one.
Oh, paid one. Okay, paid one. Think back. It was a real estate app.
Of course
Okay,
it was.
You could talk about who? Could you talk about who you work for?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, no.
Why no? I just find that
Because I
Like what?
under.
no.
You
But
see,
why can't I say like, oh, well, I work for X company? I just feel like that holding me back.
yeah, it is in terms of trying to approach clients.
people,
and stuff.
right?
Yeah, because
Because you can't say, oh, well, I work for this person and I work for them, and you know, so you can say that. Well,
It's
I have
the person
experience.
approaches you without any sort of prejudgment, so to say.
I feel like these companies, you see, the bigger ones that people would know.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm under NDA from them is because these guys want the public, to think that they have someone in house doing these things, or they themselves do it. They don't want people to think that they're just hiring a freelancer off of to go and develop an app. I mean, who is me compared to
That
I mean,
said
it
company?
makes sense to an
I
extent.
get it.
Yeah.
but I also don't get it. Because it's like, who really cares? Yeah, app good, nice. That's all I really care about. The app working is good, and
I
you
mean,
go about your day.
I wish other people could think like you, but
Maybe I don't have that
Yeah.
corporate mindset like that. Of like, maybe they have to look good to their friends.
Yeah.
they have
Be
to
like,
look
oh, well,
Probably. It's like, oh yeah, we have a guy.
we did this all
yeah,
ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
have
like,
a guy.
We have a guy.
We have
yeah,
a
we have a
guy,
guy. We also have a guy that could do this, and this too. Yeah.
What's the biggest one you could talk about?
Wait, boy. Oh, now come to think of it, I don't think I could talk about any big ones. There are some telephone. I could label them as that, boy.
There's two options.
There's two options, right?
No, but-
telephone-
Choose your
No,
side wisely.
wait,
yeah?
this is. You already said something, and then he said something.
Oh,
yeah,
talk to me
it's
nice. All right. I got it.
yeah.
Only those paying attention.
Don't worry, we got it. We know what side you're on. It's okay.
Yeah,
So what do you do exactly for them?
I developed. That would be my first big contract.
That was your first big one?
First big
How does
contract.
that come about?
Well, okay. So the real estate app, I would be blunt on how much I got paid, because I could say that I got paid 50,000, and I was in TT. And
Uh,
even then, for an app like that, the amount of
Work that
friggin'
went in
data, yeah, it's like, bro, that
Is it
was
little?
No, it's a lot.
I mean,
no, he's talking like it's a little bit of
Oh.
like, it's a little bit of money.
it's not a little bit of money, but for the
Oh.
amount of work,
The amount
and
of work sort
yeah.
of justified.
So if you had to adjust it now, what should it have been?
if I had adjust it now, I'd say like a 200,000 for a year, or like for because on average, that's how much it really costs to
Mhm.
develop app.
Oh, okay.
I really lowball myself when it
Is
comes
it
to
just
this
you?
thing. Yeah,
You on your
Oh.
own. So
I do have some software engineers I'm training.
okay.
I have free classes, by the way, so anybody who wants to take, just message me on Instagram. You could pop in.
Just to make your workload a little easier.
Well, yeah. Pay them
No,
a
I'm
little-
just saying,
Yeah,
just-
serious thing.
If I
thing.
could train somebody to
Me-
make my workload a
Hold on.
little easier, I would do that.
Hold on. May I be honest?
But I had a secure spot on the team, like, yeah. Well.
But yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I believe you asked my question just now
The-
about
How you got from the real estate company to telecom company? How you got in?
telecom company. Said guy referred me to said person in telecom company, and
Who's
I
the
had
said
a
guy? You could talk about him?
said guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I could talk about him. It was just one of my clients. It was a tattoo client, actually.
Oh, the same one that you were talking about.
Not the same one. I have a few of them, and I had a few of them before when he passed.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
These are all
who-
local
All local, yeah.
tattoo people.
I know
that
what I'm saying.
work
Yeah,
up.
I know,
I was like, I was not about to say
Yeah.
the same thing with people, tattoo artists.
Well,
One-
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, don't nobody need no tattoo app,
I'm like,
right?
like in my head, I don't see enough people taking tattoos.
Wanting so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say people in general are taking so many tattoos that tattoo artists. I'm like, I need an app for people.
It's like
to,
a booking
No, it's
app. Well, I know the one you said you could put the tattoo on.
yeah, that's the one I have
That's
right now
that's
for
working on.
for this
But
client.
the other ones, is it like a booking app or is it? how
No.
does
He
it-
didn't have an app. I just used to talk with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was a previous client from like 2 years ago. I used to talk with him, and he knew somebody in telecom company when I used to tell him about my app stuff, and he
Okay.
say, well, I have somebody, and I was like, okay. I went in meeting, I talked to the man. He said, I don't know what I'm talking about, but then he come back 2 weeks later and say, well, all right, cool, let me go through.
And you just made an app for them.
Well, basically,
What does the app do exactly, so I could know what I'm looking out for?
I feel like people have this already, and I feel like people know it is give trouble.
Is it for payments?
Is it? Yep.
Is it like minus sign?
I don't want to go too much in detail, but
Okay,
it out there.
No,
and
because if it's what I'm talking about, I also have problems with the app. I'm
let it
very
be
annoyed.
known. Let it be known. Is not my. is not like. Is my app that give
I
them
have
trouble?
publicly
Right?
tweeted
It's like,
about
I am
my problems with it. and I am like, guys, I need help. Okay, I feel like I'm not getting help. And then now I have the guy who just
No,
who calls my
Hey, hey.
It's like they're not
Organize
paying
yourself.
for maintenance.
Oh, okay, that would
Yeah.
make sense. Okay.
These companies don't understand. Like when you create an app with so much data features and you want to link
It's not
it to,
build and just go.
you want to link it to a Google Firebase free account, like bruh, it's gonna give problems. You
Yeah.
understand? You either let me develop my own backend or use an external backend server like AWS, or there's a whole set of them. Pay your money, you have the money to pay for it, right?
yeah.
Why not pay for it and make everybody experience easier? But
That's cutting
their
into our
mentality-
profit margins. What are you talking about?
exactly, like what? So I feel like they just want to make people life difficult. They just want to show that they could cover this amount of stuff, and we covering everything. It don't matter if we doing it a shitty job at it. We just covering everything. They want to be known for that. But in terms of branding, I feel like they're being known for just doing a shitty job at everything instead of being known for doing everything, if you understand. And I could
I
say
get
this
what you're
because
saying.
I'm not mentioning said telecom company name. So
If you
Yes.
know, you know.
if you know, you know.
Yes, if you were paying attention, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise,
You would know.
not your fault.
Yeah, they got Daniel on here.
Which Daniel?
Loveless.
Oh,
That's his name, right?
yeah.
It's
Yep.
Loveless. Okay.
True Malik.
True.
Malik worked with him. And
I was
Will.
just- Yeah. Don't
So,
worry. We'll have him.
organize. We go organize.
But
Will.
yeah. No, I just was thinking about him because I said, if you know, you know.
Oh,
And he
okay.
has
The if you know,
the
you know.
popular show.
If you know. Or what you know.
What you know? Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
As you would hopefully know.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't know, now you know.
yeah. I know.
You know.
Okay, so teaching yourself, where does one start in learning how to build an app? Do you search building apps for building apps for beginners, or wait, or
Basically. So I just typed into Google how to build an app for free, and courses came up. I also got YouTube tutorials. So all those things came up, and I just read some books.
and
Mainly
binge
that shit.
and binge?
Read some.
Binge.
You make it sound so,
So easy.
That's
Yeah.
really how it is.
I don't like how you talk.
Now I understand what people always be talking about when they're like, "How you learn how to edit?" I'm like, "Oh, just go on YouTube and I just if I try not get it a particular way, how to move hand from here."
Oh no, I think I was trying to be so specific in YouTube, like I wasn't finding anything.
Yeah, I realize I have
And
to
was
be
like,
real
oh,
general.
How do I like take off our head and make it look like this? And I'm like, why nobody ever do this before? And I'm like, that's a very very specific
yeah.
thing. You just look up like
Yeah.
a foundation of it, and then you just build on that. And you're like, oh well, this is how I did it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. And then now it's like
Yeah,
you can
but
probably edit with one eye open.
Hey, you bad like that, boy?
Yeah, no, I'm that
Sick.
great.
yeah, he's
Stick with it.
sick.
I still need to figure out how these sliders just work. Like every time I go into it, I'm like, what does this do?
You just slide it about.
People don't understand it, but they're like, oh, I love your pictures. How you do that? I'm like,
I moved it.
I just
I moved it
move
back and
around
forth,
some sliders back and forth. And
and then when I found, yeah, that's looking nice.
what it looked like, how I wanted it to kind of look, I was like, yeah, that's it.
I feel like that's how it works with me too when it comes to programming, because
Do you copy and paste a lot?
definitely. And
I just want to know if what I see on TikTok is true.
Yeah. So like copy and paste code all the time from Stack Overflow, GitHub. I mean, if you're basically being a programmer and a software engineer, is being
A copy and paster.
a professional Googler. That's what I like to call
Yeah,
myself.
because
so easy.
I'm doing an engineering course in UE, and we had to
Copy and paste.
because they just naturally assume everybody who do computer science. They're like, oh, you all did this before, do it, and I'm like, didn't do IT. Sorry, what are you talking about? I did mechanical engineering in school. I did not choose IT.
Mhm.
It was a pain to learn. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pain to learn, but once you get it, quite literally,
You get it.
copy and like it. The
Mhm.
code don't change.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
The code don't
So
change.
everything is gonna just do the same thing, right?
Mhm. If this, then
Is it more like animation stuff for sure? You would need to like go in and
if you want the aesthetics afterwards is what changes,
Okay.
but the raw foundation is what I
I'm
say.
more for like an app though. Like all of them kind of function the same way. It's just when you have to do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
animation and stuff because it's what you scroll when you tap into things. This would come up. I'm making it
yeah,
sound
yeah.
very easier than it actually is, but I'm just
No, I know what you're talking about. So like, you mean that little loading thing? Sometimes when you click something, it goes to a loading and then it goes to the page, and then they have
Yeah.
little animations that pop in. Those
yeah.
things really easy. To be honest, there's a site called Lottie Files, and it has a bunch of free animations. You just copy and paste the code.
And that's it.
That is really it. So people just be thinking I'm over here being some kind of wizard,
Yeah, I thought,
coded. Yeah, like
No,
Dung
no,
in
for
it.
sure. I
like
thought it
in
was
the
like
movies.
He has the
10 different screens.
nah. He has 1, 2, 3 here, right?
And the big one, you know.
You need to have an ultra wide on top just because of these days.
You know, yeah,
And
yeah.
then you have the iPad, you have the laptop,
Jeez.
you have the computer to power all of the 4 screens that there.
Yeah.
You have your phone on a stand.
Don't forget, you must have the MacBook on the MacBook
Yeah, yeah,
stand.
Yeah,
must
the
have
MacBook is on the stand,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? The iPad on the next side.
Yeah, your two
You
keyboards.
have your
because,
phone stand, just right there next to the iPad.
Yeah.
In case
You
you
gotta
get a
have your
message.
two. You gotta have your two keyboards, because one for your
Yes.
PC and then one for your MacBook.
Right.
So it's a must.
Are we?
And all this time I
Is the sound
operated.
incorrect or no?
After all this time, I just operated on a breakdown HP. Like literally, my screen is hanging out, and it's a touch screen.
We mean it's hanging out.
So like, you see on a
Hey!
computer screen.
Don't that.
Wait, no, I was just
that
gonna
is
give an
beauty.
example.
First of all,
Let's go give an example.
do not use my darling as an example. That is beauty.
Okay.
That is aged like fine wine. First of all, right? Don't
Yeah,
come
yeah.
here and disrespect anything.
Nice. So like, it's a screen, right? The screen is like this. Piece of it in the corner,
Mhm.
hanging out.
It's delaminating
Yep, hanging out, right?
Jeez.
Because of something, and then they have a
because of something.
because of something.
No,
Age?
it's the HP curse.
Oh,
You don't know the crack of death.
Oh, that's what
That's
is?
what I call it.
Oh, shucks.
Is it the
I've
right
only
side?
had one HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, oh.
I don't know how to explain it. Everybody I've seen with an HP,
I've only had
it
one
always
HP.
breaks on the right side.
I've only had one HP, and on the hard drive is dead. So I'm sure if I just change the hard drive, I'll be fine. But I never.
Everybody's
attempted.
own breaks on somewhere like the right. Normally it's on the right side. Portia's one just broke.
The black one that she.
One that she just bought.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
She
that.
bought after me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
It
She
just-
just got. Nice.
Telling you it's bad.
And I was thinking of buying. Anyways.
No, don't do that.
Anyways.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So
why do you have this computer still, by the way?
So it's not my fault then. Just going back there, it's not my fault that I drop it. It's the HP curse, right? That we just labeled.
Oh,
as that,
you
yeah.
dropped it. Okay, then that's a problem. That's on
No,
you.
no, it's the HP curse.
No,
We're leaving it as that. Yeah.
Why do you not have a new computer?
For someone whose first job, was 50 smackaroos,
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Well, I wasn't even thinking at that time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just more thinking of like if
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking like.
it wasn't that bad at that time, then it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking if over time it got worse.
The way I look at it is, once it's still working, I still using it.
If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just have the one screen of the laptop, or do you have other attachments?
That's it. That is it. Yep.
See, folks, you don't need the best to do the most.
Literally, my TikTok videos is proof of that. My light did horrible. Everything horrible.
It looks like a computer light.
It is.
Nice. It looks like you just load up like it looks like you load up white screen.
And brightness on all. Brightness on all.
Put the brightness up. I was like, yeah, guys. So let me tell you how to build a website.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like.
Exactly where it was, actually.
Okay. And that comment from TikTok, what drove you to be like, okay, I want to make some form of impact on TikTok, and this is what I'm going to do. What drove you to that? Is it just purely off of, okay, I know I can grow my clientele, or is it because, I just like doing this, I'm going to do it? Or a mixture of the both?
I really don't want to say this again, but I'm gonna have to go and see it. Hatred.
Nice.
So
Wow.
people, they had certain clients being like, "Dog, you want to grow my page, but for some reason your page not even looking." I was like, "Okay, 15 videos uploaded. I want to show you that I could reach to 7,000 followers in a week, and if I can't do that, then call me on my bullshit." And I did it. And now they can't say nothing.
I feel like that's more of a point to prove than hatred.
Well, I mean, it's more hatred because they had some
I
of
think
them that was
it was-
specific.
Is
It
it
was
still the
like,
same thing?
I think it would count as hatred if it had some form of spite in it.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I feel like that's just how it is with me. But it's like once people tell me I can't do something,
It's like I
Oh.
don't like what you said to me. You know what? Bet.
bet.
Or it's more like, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Watch me.
Watch
Watch
me.
me. Watch me.
Watch me do it. It's like,
And that's
he
exactly
wasn't,
what it
He
was.
wasn't wrong.
Mm.
Because it was actually a sales manager I used to work for. I used to work for a company, a newspaper company, and I'm gonna mention them again.
The $3 one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
but the $3 one is right.
Mhm.
I hope you know who we're talking about.
I don't buy newspapers, so y'all can inform me afterwards. So.
It's the same color as the telecom company.
Okay.
I'm hoping that kind of cleared up some stuff for you.
They're still struggling to get ads. You know, yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. But
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
wow.
So she was like, she never used to tell me to my face, but she used to go back behind my back on coworkers and say, you know, this boy, I don't believe him, and I don't believe that, and this and that, and the other. So most of the stuff I did and all too was for that. That was a big reasoning behind some of the stuff I wanted to do, like get into Harvard, this TikTok thing, other things as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just was just trying to.
Because people said you can't. So
Yeah.
You did. Okay. And I know one say for TikTok, right? How does one go about growing I don't want to say fan base because I don't feel like it's a fan base.
I'd like to call myself.
Yeah.
I think
it's
education
cringe,
is
you know?
always good.
Mm-hmm. Once
I
informing,
Education and entertainment is always be it.
mm.
Once you can
Okay.
make people like learn something or entertain them for like a
Or
10
people just
seconds,
kind of
20
scroll and
seconds,
it's like, oh, I
they
learned
will
this
scroll
next.
to your page. I will watch
Um,
people do the most random things
click.
that I just learn about. I'm like, oh wow, I
Mm.
didn't know that lobsters do that. Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now I know.
It's like wanna make
I will never use that information.
want
but
to
it's
make
like,
$10 a second from sitting in your room.
oh yeah, you see that? You see those? Those are what is it? Finance, education,
Okay.
entertainment.
Okay.
I think
I'm not
those
on
are, like-
TikTok, so like
I just saying in general, even
Yeah,
on
no.
YouTube, finance
true.
has
It
the
would ban.
highest like
It would always ban.
CPM,
Yeah.
Yep.
just general education. Once you can get somebody into a course,
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
extra money that's just there.
Yeah.
Entertainment is just
Once you
costing
could
amount of money
engage,
once people
yeah.
know
Once
you.
people engaging with you,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
I
Mm.
wouldn't really even call that follower base I have a fan base because like it's not young people.
yeah, that's why I wouldn't
I-
say fan base because it's not people like clamoring
you don't need to
to.
be young
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
fan.
I mean, no, it's more like these.
I'm fans of people
No,
22 years old.
let me rephrase it. So like, remember when I was talking previously about I built up a community of people who just feel like they could ask me anything and
Yeah.
come to me for anything and I have to do it for free. I feel like that's what they are. They're not like people who support you. They're people who just, I watch you, you do this for me, no return, nothing.
Yeah. But that's how it is even in entertainment. Like I watch you,
Yeah.
you entertain me all the time. When I see you in person,
You have to give me
make
a
a
picture.
joke.
Or you have to give me a
or
picture.
else make a joke. Like
Be funny.
yeah, be funny.
Or give
or
me a
else.
picture. If you don't give me a picture, you're a terrible person.
Yeah. That's
I got to block you.
And-
Social medias
and-
happen to, you know, with a lot of them who I was talking to on WhatsApp. After they realize I'm not responding to their stupid questions and the things they ask. No, because I mean it's simple stuff you could Google, man. They just like block me. It's like, okay, I don't need you anymore. Block on everything.
nice.
Is you salty? Oh no.
Did you just bring that back?
Yes, I brought it back because it
Okay.
went through my head.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
Well, here it is. And you're gonna have to listen over to it when you're doing the audio. Good luck. All right.
What?
Well, it sounded like you had something.
No, I was just saying.
Oh, because of
From
my
me
terrible.
or no.
Oh, my bad.
Because you didn't. You had to do the.
I did. I just didn't do it loud. I went. But it wasn't
I
loud.
didn't hear that.
Oh no, it wasn't loud. I did it
Alright,
like.
cool.
Oh well,
I'll allow you this time, alright?
no problem.
Just gonna take it out.
Nice.
Just gonna bleep it.
It's gonna be one. Is it going to be one of these things where YouTubers are like, I just cut it out of the video, and it's still there in the video. I'm like, you didn't cut it out.
Well, I have to take all these things.
Well, that's one part.
But yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out what was like your most difficult. Do you have difficult clients?
Boy, when you're charging 50,000,
How
I
does-
mean, I just like to think they could be as entitled as they want now, but some people just take it real
I
overboard.
know, and say, where do you draw the line at that point?
I don't even know why I draw a line, because people be messaging me 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, okay, you paying 50K, I need to message you back now, you know. But that's more for like personal clients that not on the corporate level.
Mhm.
On the corporate level, I feel like
Business hours.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like business hours, but
A personal person would be. What was the most random app you made
a notes app. So they had someone who wanted
for yourself?
not for myself. Well, for myself, but this was for a client. He wanted something to just track his sales, and it wasn't really even to track sales, you know. It was just like a pure notes app. You could go on your phone right now and just take down notes. But he wanted it only for him, so like he could show his friends and stuff like that. I was like, but bro, you're not making no money with this. You really want me to charge you like a $30,000 TT to make something you could just show off to your friends? He was like, yeah.
I want to have that kind of money.
And I want to say, oh, all right, people in Trinidad.
I want to have that kind of money where I could just do those things. And just be like, hey guys, I have this.
Yeah, and it's like, I know it have Instagram, y'all, but I uploaded my
I made my
pictures.
own.
I know, I say I uploaded my pictures to my photo
own
app. To my photo app.
Yeah.
Go check it out. You know.
But when you check out the app, it have like 5 downloads. It's like, what?
Okay.
Or what does the back end of an app
I know what I'm asking.
look like in the sense of like when you upload it?
Yeah, so
What do you see?
people think it's like a bunch of code. It's literally analytics from the amount of people coming to the app, downloading it, stuff like that.
You see
Mhm.
where they
Crash.
come from?
Yeah, crash reports. You get all of those things on your Google developer account, but your backend, which is either hosted on a Google Firebase server, AWS server, you're basically seeing the same thing but more in depth. So you
Okay.
get to see how much times it crashed, so you could go back into your code now and adjust certain things and then re-upload and updates, all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I've gone. What I'm going to go on to is like I've seen Spotify arguing with Google and Apple because they've been raising the fees. Yeah. How does that work?
Yeah, I feel like they should just stop doing that and all too, because for
Mhm.
people like me, when I
Yeah.
have to pay those fees, it comes up a lot. And me
Mhm.
being a freelancer, I don't have like a big company like some of these
to
guys.
back end
So
you.
when I have to take out a big chunk of the amount of money I'm getting for these contracts, and they don't pay all one time, they pay like half down, half after.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Or what fees are you paying?
Some of these I'm being honest, like some of these apps, the people who actually pay for maintenance monthly, I'm paying like $10,000 to maintain their app every month, and from that I probably make 2K.
Mm.
Serious.
I'm just trying to figure out what are you paying for?
Oh.
To upload an app on the App Store, you have to. I think you have to pay Apple and Google.
So Apple, you pay yearly. You pay a
Mhm.
yearly fee. For Google, it's a
much?
one-time fee for a Google developer account. $25, not much, and
Mhm.
Okay.
you upload as many apps as you want. But the
Apple
re-
is how much for the year?
I think $3.99 and their price $1.99 or something.
You know,
US.
Apple could be low, but you gotta pay.
Where's
on
it
a consistent-
$1.99 like
US.
US.
$100 and
No,
$1.99 US. So like if you
One
check,
a
$1.99?
dollar $1.99 or
No,
100.
100.
yeah, that's what I was
199.
trying to figure out. If
Yeah.
it's $1.99, I'm like, that's kind of low.
yeah, that's real low. That's not Apple standard.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Apple go charge you.
So $1.99 for the year to upload as many apps as you want.
Nope. Upload a certain amount of apps. I think it's per app they charge you. I can't really remember.
Oh.
That's why I don't upload too much on Apple too, because even when you upload
Mhm.
a app, it needs to be color coded properly to their standard. It needs to be. Apple is just trouble. Honestly, you can't just upload any and
Well,
everything. the
yeah,
way
they
you
have
like to.
quality standards because Apple.
Big up you, Apple. If you're listening as an iPhone, that's alright.
We don't review them, so you know they ain't sending them out
I
here.
don't understand iPhone.
I mean, we are open to review units. We aren't.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Plus, like in Trinidad, a lot of
Mhm.
people, even
how-
though there's a lot of Apple people in Trinidad, like they have Apple products,
yeah.
the majority of Trinidadians, I realize they have like Androids. So It's a bigger market in Google Play Store if you want to upload an app there than in the Apple Store, and it's harder to market and run ads and thing too.
Okay. The Google Play Store, you said it's 25 and you just upload as much as you want for the year?
Yeah, 25 US upload.
25 a year or 25? I can't remember if it said one time.
He said it's a one-time
One
payment.
time fee, yeah.
Okay.
But if you want to change the name, so like my Google developer account right now is my name. If I want it to be a company's name, like if I'm making it for a company and they don't want my name to be there,
Yeah.
I would have to go in and make a new one. But basically, yeah, it's 25 US.
So then why are you spending so much money on maintenance?
Maintenance because of the back end, like Firebase, Google Firebase in specific, fees outrageous. AWS, which is Amazon Web Services.
Yeah.
What is that? How much is it? I know about
They
AWS.
Yeah,
I
so
see
they
them.
charge you. They charge you for the amount of people using it, amount of sign-ons. They give you crash reports, like all
Well,
those
just
things.
one for you, or maybe two, because they would need to see it as well. The client,
What do you mean?
would they need to see
developer
anything on the
accounts.
back end?
No, they wouldn't need to.
Oh,
see
he's
nothing.
doing the
Yeah.
maintenance. So they,
Okay, so it's just you that looking at those
yeah,
things.
so
Looking
the
at those
client
things,
is
yeah.
basically
Unless
paying
they
once
want
this.
to see.
Once
Okay, so for one account is how much?
For one account, you mean like paying for the service itself, or paying for like a app on the back end?
Can you give me both? Because you lost me. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, you have your developer and then you have the app itself that the developer creates.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So, all right, let me break this down. So they have a Google developer account you're paying 25 US for, or Apple, right?
Right.
199 a year.
Yeah.
You're paying for that fee. And then there's a backend server. If you don't want to create your own, which most of the times you don't, you go on Google Firebase, AWS, or there's other platforms like Netlify, etc. These
Mhm.
platforms itself charge you money to host your app.
Yeah.
Google Firebase is the only one that's free. You could just host your app for free, but a lot of limitations. That's why you see like bigger companies now when they try to link their backend to Google Firebase because it's free, it's sticking like that same app you're talking about because it's linked
Right.
to that server
Oh,
because it's free. If you want it to run properly and maintain the amount of data that people logging on with, so like when you log on, all your information there, you want your information to pop back up in that same way.
That would be nice. Yeah.
That would be nice, right? That's a fee.
Okay.
So that they don't want to pay those fees for each person. So they rather just be it free.
What's the fee per person?
It doesn't sound like much when you say it out loud. It's like
But-
$1.99, 50 cents. But when you
Yeah,
have
but if you have 50,000 people,
10,000,
yeah,
100,000.
50,000, yeah.
That's
Gets
100,000 US.
yeah,
Yep.
Just there every month,
months,
right?
yeah.
Yep. And some of their
I could see it.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
well,
see where it is.
UE uses Amazon for their thing, and I think they were paying like a couple 100,000 US a year.
No, everybody knows you is a
Yeah.
business, though. I tell people this all the time.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a business.
yeah. But they also have their own server. It's anyways. Well,
We ain't want to talk about that.
yeah. That's it. Well, anyways.
Okay. What else? What other fees are there monthly?
Well, that's mainly it. So the Google developer account or Apple account and linking it to Firebase. Either you pay a paid account on Firebase or a paid account on AWS. So
What's the
both of those fees.
AWS fee?
AWS is a bit more. So like if you're paying $1.50, $1.99 on Google Firebase, it'll be like $2 because like you said, they're raising it. So be like that. Sometimes you see in these the amount of cents and it'll be like 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents to back up your data and stuff like that. But when you have to do that for every single friggin' person daily, because you know daily these people logging on
Right.
and the
Get
amount of time they're
expensive.
logging on
Gets expensive very quickly.
very quickly, and these guys don't want to do
Or you
that.
need to do it every day.
Yeah.
So it would be. So that's why you said $1 for $1 for the month.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a couple
Yeah,
cents.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I
Okay.
understand where you're going. What other fees?
Okay.
Are you-
Yeah, now one and ask. Okay, a client comes to you. What does the breakdown of the charge that you would charge would look like? Okay, this cost this amount, this amount, this amount, and then the total is this is how much I'm gonna have to charge.
Right. So I break it down in 3 ways, right? There's the front end. Well, first there's the UI, the user experience. That's the front end.
You do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's the UI if you want a really functional UI with animations, all that.
Mm.
And then there's the actual front end, back end. Yeah, those 3 things: front end, back end, and if they want marketing, they get marketing with the 2.
Okay.
So that's why I break it down. Normally I charge like around, the back end is the most money. Because if I have to build my own back end, which sometimes is what I want to do, make it easier for me and for the amount of money that needs to be spent.
So,
Yeah, that costs the most. But in most cases, when they approach me, I would just charge the most amount of money for the front end because they really want these complex looking
I want it
gradients
to look like
and-
this. And then
Yeah.
when I click the 3 stripes across it, it must go like that.
Literally, that is what
Uh-huh.
these guys are like.
So what is the most complex? Well, I know you probably can't say the name of the app or
Mhm.
whatever, but in terms of look, what was the most complex that you had to build?
I would say for that real estate app, like
Okay.
that guy gave me plenty trouble, boy. And rightfully so because he was paying a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Like I give
Mhm.
them leeway, but a lot of trouble. Like the front end, he wanted his listings to pop up first, right? But he wanted categorized that in a way that anybody who logged on, the previous stuff they was looking at before in real estate would pop up there. And I was like, but wait now, you know how this even working? You know how much thing I do for that?
Wait.
And
Say that again?
right,
If
so
you log on for the first time, how would they look at?
Yeah, that's what I said. Throw
I'll
off.
figure out.
Yeah.
it threw me off. I didn't understand where he was going at, but then when I actually started talking to him, I realized what he meant. He meant he wants to target, his target market is people who are in the real estate industry looking at certain houses. He wants those people to go on the app. It had nothing to even do with the app, so that was just marketing fee in total,
Okay.
Oh.
right? So I had to figure that out. But the most complex part of that UI would have been, I think, the Google sign-on. The Google sign-on, because at that time I didn't even know how to do any of those things, and that Google sign-in feature was one of the most important features in any app because nobody just wants to sign on to a normal app. They rather use an account they have with Google
Oh,
already.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Right now, if my Google get hacked, it's gone.
Raps.
It's gone.
Mm.
The amount of time I was like, oh, I can sign into Google. Yeah, man, talk to me. Come run the thing. Sign up for free. Get my little course on my little free set.
Freebie.
Yeah, that's all I was using it for, just to sign up on my website and just get
Mhm.
some for free and just dip.
Most of them though,
But then I learned about the temp emails thing. Did you post that?
I posted that. Yeah.
Yes. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna use this now, and I'll never ever use that
Sign.
the
Google sign-in
Google
feature.
sign-in feature just to get like a free thing. Yeah,
Because I did not know
I do that
how
all
to
the
do
time.
that.
at
And
least 2 or 3 times a month. I'm trying to get something for free. I'm telling you.
Okay.
you see, the reason why that was so complicated too is because I didn't know they had their own set of procedures with Google where you have to get like a link and then there was something else you had to get in order a key. They call it, right? API key. And then you have to somehow find out how to put that into the code and then there's a way to like get the button. And I was just there like sitting on my laptop, my breakdown laptop, and I just want to give this man back a refund because I didn't even know how to do something like that. That was the hardest part of it for me now. Everything else, I find like the slider he had in it, where he slide in to see the amount of real estate stuff they have.
And the price range that you're looking at. And
That little star icon where you click it and a little star
could save
comes
it?
up. Yeah, you could save
Yeah.
it. There's a little search feature that gave me problems too because I didn't know how to like, the automatic search when you go on Facebook, you type in something, and as you type in, you'll get recommendations.
Oh yeah.
That was a pain. I didn't know how to do that either. There was little things in there that made it really hard, but now that I'm in it, I know how to do it, so
Okay.
it's a bit easier.
So it was hard because of a lack of experience rather than it was just being difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I wouldn't say that he was not difficult because there were certain customizations he wanted with the UI that
made no sense.
it made no sense. I was telling him too. I was like, this is not color coded properly. Red, being a graphic designer, you know this, right? Red is to attract people's attention. It gets their attention the most. I was like, that's what you want on your click now feature. You want them to click that or that on your buy now or purchase or edit, credit card information, all that shit. He didn't
Or just
understand
some
that.
kind of standout color, like if it's on white.
On white,
Yeah.
yeah.
It could be
Choose
blue,
something
it could
bold.
be green, it could be.
Mm-hmm. He didn't. He wanted it to be like all the colors of the rainbow because he wanted to show that he was incorporating the LGBTQ community. It was a whole set of
Oh,
trala.
he was on that
He was on
Like
that
I'm
level.
trying to
He was on that
incorporate
vibe.
everybody. I want everybody to be here.
Nobody can say, well, I left them out. It was just,
I trying to be ethically appropriate with everybody.
yeah.
Gosh, boy. And then there was
This
other.
was the first contract, right? The real estate.
Yeah. And
That was the cheapest contract. Or was there lower?
it was lower than that.
Or was it
Okay.
lowest?
Yeah, I mean, app developers, if they watch me right now, they're gonna cringe when I call these numbers. But the lowest was 25,000.
That's not a well. What was the real estate? Did you say that?
50.
Real estate was 50. Yeah.
Oh, why was I thinking 30?
No, that's
Yeah.
why I said he got 50. And I was like, sir, fix up your computer. I mean, you putting it back into your business.
You do repairs, right?
I used. So you did do research, then? Okay. Okay.
Something
Now I'm just trying to
slight.
figure out when do you do repairs?
I feeling like it's like this guy, you know, this guy who's interview rappers, Norwal or something, his name, and he just bringing up stuff.
It's like,
That's like. way
what about your quilt jacket that you used back in 1995?
No, I was trying to figure out when does he get time to do repairs. I'm like, if he's doing all this
That was
coding
like.
work and all of this, I'm like,
I'll be real with you. That was so long ago. I used to do repairs. I just have that up because I used to own a computer store, like that Computer Dynamics, and I just want to keep it there.
and that's why I also was like, why didn't you just fix up your computer if it's broken? Because in my head, I'm like, oh, he's doing repairs. Why doesn't he just fix it?
Laptop repairs and PC
What
repairs.
do is like it working? Why
I
take
know.
my time?
Yeah.
And it's just a little piece that break and it working, even though it's hanging down, even though I can't close it, it working. Touchscreen working.
Once
Yeah.
it's serving you well.
It's serving for as long as it can serve.
What was a contract you think you didn't think you would get? Or is there anybody? No, I want this one first.
Hmm.
Is there anybody that you would like to make an app for?
I would actually like to make an app for an international company one day. So like
You have a specific name in mind?
I actually was wanting to approach Fox News, the same one who gave me the article and everything, and actually showcased me. I seen the potential for doing not a news app, but there's areas in their industry where they could use something that I'm gonna push out to them. I don't want to really say it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah.
But
I
Would
want
you
to.
ever, you know Karen Rose?
Yeah, I know him.
He talks about marketing and stuff. Would you do videos like him in the sense of talking about what could be done better with apps that you have?
I wanted
Just for the sense of like maybe it's noticed and they're like, oh well, if he notices all these things, yeah man, come through,
I,
come fix them for 100.
I wanted to do that, but I feel like the reason why I didn't is because I'm not doing it for the same reasons as Karen. In my perspective, right? This is my opinion, by the way. It's not factual in any way. I feel like Karen is doing this because he wants to show the wider array of clients or potential clients that, hey guys, I could do this and I charge so much for this. Come true. You know, he not directly saying that, but with all of his videos being educational and saying these things, companies already know he knows what he's talking about. So let we approach him. He's doing it from more like a business perspective, and I just I don't
more
want to
educational
yeah.
directed.
Is it more business? Because in my head, I'm like, he's just calling them out and just being like, yo, why are these companies wanting you to like? I think it's more for the people, at least for me.
Oh, you
I
mean
feel like
those
it's-
videos?
Yeah,
Well,
of
yeah,
the
those
companies.
videos, yeah.
What videos you talking about?
They have other there's other videos with digital marketing. He shows people how to do this and how to set up their store, and there's this thing with Flow he's doing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's for to show that he could do the things, and
Yeah.
I mean that's what he does. So he researches it, and he's like, he gets a certificate. I thought you were talking about the one where he calls all the companies on like, like let's say they want you, they'll do like a
I've been honest.
graphic designer listing.
I've been honest. I don't even know who Karen Rose is.
It doesn't
actually-
matter.
Anyway,
The
but
point is, he does marketing stuff,
Mhm.
and he's calling out, and he's just talking about like entrepreneurship, doing your own thing, making money while educating as well too. And he started this whole series of calling out companies. Like
Mhm.
when you see listings for companies, the top headline of like what they want is not actually what they want. So
Okay.
they want a graphic designer, but they also want you to do admin work
right,
as
right,
well
right.
as be good in motion graphics.
Sort of like
as well
what
as
Jarrell was
animation
talking
and-
about.
Oh, you need to know some videography and photography.
Mhm.
You need to know how to develop a website. You
Yeah.
need to do
I was supposed-
front end and back end. You need to talk to the boss man every day.
I was
update
gonna.
him on his sales. update the stock quantities, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
How much did they get paid? 5,000. Yeah.
That's good enough.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Caribbean Airlines just had a job listing for a graphic designer that was also needed for like video work and
Oh,
for
I saw that.
a bunch of other things, and I was like, yeah, no, thank you.
I feel like it is like that for a lot of people in the graphic design industry, because I remember when I was looking for graphic design jobs, you would see all these other things that you know you can't do. It's like same thing I said: photography, videography, marketing. I saw digital marketing and being able to run ads and all these things.
Yeah, I was like,
Nah.
no, thanks. That's
How much are you paying you? 5,000 a month.
Then
I
let's
was
be
like,
real. They're not paying you more than that.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
it was like okay, graphic design and photography, I guess. And they added the videography, and I was like, aye.
And then the motion
Like, I
animations.
could learn
Yeah.
maybe, and then it was like motion graphics, and I was like,
Okay,
you
but
lost
no, you Sandra lose me.
you,
Sandra lose
you
me.
lost me there. You had me. I could have do these three just to say, well, I'll work with Carl.
Yeah,
But that's also like it too. People might just apply, just be like,
yeah.
oh,
And then
well, I'll work with Carl.
Daddy was telling me that if you're doing like freelance work with them, you have to usual business things. You have to tender for a spot. You have to put in what you can do, and then basically make a bid, so to say, to get a job.
Bid for the lowest.
Is one of those things that
We
they,
all know it's bid for the lowest, though, right?
they wouldn't go for the lowest. That's the thing. They wouldn't go for the highest, but then they wouldn't go for the lowest.
So you're looking for like a middleman.
They're
who's
looking
like,
for a
oh, well,
middleman
he could
where-
kind of do
Yes,
this.
a middleman where it's like, okay, the quality of your work matches your price.
Yeah.
Where it's not like you're ripping out our trust because we're Carl, and then you're not
Yeah.
trying to skimp us because you're giving poor quality. It's like, it's a whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and you can't just go as like a freelance person. It's like a freelance business.
Oh, so you need to have like a registered business name of like, I am with
Yeah.
X company.
Yeah, and
X
then
company
and, some,
was made last
and apparently
week,
you
but
had
we
a,
didn't care.
and it had
I am
you had
with
to
X
provide some
company.
kind of like financial stuff too. Yeah, it was a
Financials.
yeah
We need to see my financials for.
because when they were getting new planes, right? I spoke to Daddy about it. I was like, hey, if all they need a photographer, and then he started he was like, okay, I will find out, and then he started breaking it down. I was like, oh nah.
I just want to take a picture of your plane,
Exactly.
dog.
exactly. I was like,
I get it.
nah.
We-
And then
we
I
are
saw
fine.
the video that they brought out with a particular internet personality in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not gonna call no names. And I was like, yo,
I feel like we're getting real controversial, and I don't know.
yeah, I'm not going on. Anyways, yes,
Yeah, you have
building apps.
You have SHARUHK scratching his neck, all kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know what we're talking about?
Kind of.
Okay, I could probably look
I
it
know
up
nobody
after.
influencer thing you're talking about. I know.
yeah. I saw that video and I was like, oh, and y'all wanted to put me through hell to bid.
Maybe
for-
I just read out what he looked
Mm.
then.
I can.
I feel like certain people get special treatment.
Yes,
You
it
had
was
a-
quite.
I think
When I saw the video, it was quite literally.
I'm on
that.
the yes and no side in the sense of like, if I feel like somebody has
But they have that
you
influential.
built up
back-
on audience,
I mean,
and
but
it's like
It was that.
It's a thing. It's a thing like that and all too. Like your
it
audience. could
shouldn't
be-
matter, but it does because at the end of the day, their thing is eyes and it's attention.
Yes.
So if I could get more attention
But that's
on
such
my
a-
company,
The thing
it's
is,
money. Remember,
they're looking at this too, like the numbers. Let me just say someone has 50,000 followers, and you do a promo for them, they charge you 8,000. They charge a ridiculous freaking numbers, boy, and you don't even get the amount of traction from
That
those
it-
followers.
yeah.
They get like 100 and something.
it doesn't even matter to them. It's
like,
more
come
of
on.
like there's eyes, and there's always the possibility of the video.
Eyes can
Blowing
lead to
up.
something. Yeah, eyes can lead to something.
So it's more of a chance, I would say.
Yeah, I guess.
Like a viral video type of thing is like, oh well, all right. And there's also like math that go into it as well too. So let's say you have 100,000 followers, it might be like, okay, well, what if 1% of the people actually see this and engage with it and maybe purchase something? You know, that's 1,000 people.
Mhm.
All right, cool. We could do it 10,000.
Some of them don't even do their
Even though a
research.
ticket might be like at 300,000 or whatever.
Mhm.
Because they're more looking at it, at least for me, I'm thinking they're looking at it as like a recurring customer. So they're going to recoup that money anyway.
Mhm.
So it's just more of like, it's advertising. Same way how Super Bowl commercials cost like 10
Yeah.
million and thing for 30 seconds.
But look at this, right? They don't do their research properly because let me leave this influencer out there. Let me just say they was looking at numbers. Muti has almost 200,000 followers, right? You think they're gonna, if they were just looking at numbers,
Muti
they're
with an
like,
X?
Muti with an X, yeah.
Alright.
So he has almost that amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think they would hire him if they were just looking at numbers to go and do something like that?
No,
They wouldn't, because his fan base is made up of people who don't have money. I'm being real.
that makes sense.
So they would hire that guy, you know. And I feel like for a lot of these companies, they don't do their research when it comes to these things. They don't realize that their fan base probably don't have the money to pay for these things, or they don't want these things, or they don't travel much. Like that influencer that we're talking about, right? How are we so sure that that influencer we're talking about, said influencer, has a fan base of people who travel often?
Or those types of travels that would amount to any sort of great profit, because
Mm-hmm.
if you're
I guess it's more of an overtime thing.
no, but
They
even
travel
so,
once and you get them a good experience. They'll travel all again.
Then they had no choice. I mean, where else you gonna go with? I
True.
mean, come on.
That
But-
also is true.
then again, it's like that same influencer, how much of his following is traveling to, let's say, Toronto? That's a high cost ticket
I
compared
feel like you're
to
talking about the video and I'm real lost.
no, it's more like
Okay.
he's talking about like the quality of the followers, right?
Mm.
Right.
As you mentioned, Mutu with an X, right? How much of his followers are
Actually traveling. Okay.
that distance, that paying that amount of money compared
Got
to,
you.
let's say, Tobago? Because remember, Tobago, if we were to pay the real price to go to Tobago, people would not be taking a plane.
What's the real price to go to Tobago?
Let's just say Grenada ain't that far from Tobago, and Grenada tickets is like $3,000.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we were supposed to actually pay the full price to go to Tobago, it would be thousands, not 300.
I didn't know that was subsidized.
It is heavily subsidized. Oh, you think it's $100 to go on the boat?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I don't know.
No. Like to go to Tobago,
No, but I didn't know it was that subsidized.
to go
Yeah.
to Tobago, everything is heavily subsidized. Each
How
trip.
much would it have been?
Okay, let's put it
Like,
this way.
let's be real.
Let's okay. I know we're getting off track, but
Yeah, of course.
but
It's
is
the
this
ending of
is
it.
the Jabari show?
It's the ending of
Yeah.
it too. I feel like we spoke about
Yeah.
a lot of things. It's alright. This is now
Okay.
the time to talk about nonsense.
To go to Grenada is about 200 to 300 US.
Yeah.
So
How much further is
21.
Grenada? Like, what's the flight time?
30 minutes.
Oh, so double the time. Okay, cool.
No, Tobago is 25 minutes.
What?
Tobago is 25
It's
minutes.
not 15?
Mm-hmm.
Brad, I said 15 when I was on my flight.
No, it's 25.
You sure, boy?
I'm 100% sure.
You talking about 25 from when you like the plane like started
No,
like
from the time it,
go around the thing
no,
or
no.
from the strip?
No, the flight starts when the door closes.
Okay, well if you're talking about
Yeah.
that,
No, you ain't off the plane. The flight actually starts once the doors are closed.
Oh, so
yeah,
all
but I
that
just
time,
including
25
the
minutes.
actual flight time though, because that whole just
No.
driving around on the strip does take a good
This
5-10
five-
minutes.
Okay, fine. Actual
And I
flying.
just fed up hearing them talk. I'm like, why are we not in the sky?
Actual flying time
15
is 25 minutes.
What is
To,
it?
Grenada is what I'm talking about. Actual flying time.
I'm talking about Tobago.
Or Tobago, actual flying time is like 15 minutes. Yes,
Right,
fine.
that's what I'm talking about.
But I'm talking
But
about
I understand
the
the
flight time. Yeah,
flight time is when the
yes.
door closes.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
yes. Grenada is about 30 minutes, maybe a little more,
Okay.
but it isn't that far off.
okay.
Grenada is right there.
So that's including when the door closes.
Yes.
30 minutes.
Yes.
To get to.
Yes,
Interesting.
right. Grenada ain't that far.
Right.
And
so
Grenada is about-
What would it be? So it would be like what? 2K?
Yeah, call it $3,000, basically. Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, and Grenada ain't that far,
Nice.
so
So
you
I'll be in
can.
Tobago next week. Just enjoying my subsidy.
It's like yes,
subsidies.
thank you, the government of Trinidad.
Thank you,
Tobago.
government.
And
Big up you. If you want to sponsor us.
it costs in and up.
I don't think they're sponsoring me.
It costs in and around 100,000 each trip the boat makes to go to Tobago, just to
Nice.
run the boat, and we paying $100 a ticket. And the boat holding maybe what? I don't
Some
know.
hundreds.
Yeah, like maybe like 400 maybe.
Yeah.
At $100, maybe $250 for the ones who want a car.
What was that, like half? No. Is that even half?
100,000,
Shut.
and you're holding 400 people.
Don't worry. I did the maths kind of wrong.
Dog,
Yeah, yeah.
subsidize. Yeah, man.
Come on. Big up
Go
your
on your
government.
trips to Tobago because the government
Do you think looking right now?
losing.
Looking like green now. A lot of people
And-
are just now.
Enjoy it while it lasts, and you see Tobago tickets start to jump up in the sky. You know the gas raise.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I never been to Tobago.
What?
Like, I swear.
What?
I never been to
Are we
Tobago.
real talk about this thing? Like, he's like, I ain't never been. I don't know
Never
what the
been.
ticket looking like.
Wow.
No, I know about the tickets and the cost of all them things. Ever like, I never went. I never just. I don't know.
I mean, if you have
Why?
a reason, I mean,
I
I
have
feel
no
like you
reason.
have to.
I really do have a reason. It's just.
I feel like you don't need a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just
it's there.
Tobago.
It's there. It's just there.
Yeah, it's
You
like
go because
right
it's there. You go because it's there.
You don't have to change over any money. You don't have to. It's the same money. You know, it's just like, oh well.
Yeah,
Tobago.
you want that taste of Grenada, Barbados? For
Have you jet skied before?
I haven't.
SHARUHK?
What's that?
Have you jet skied?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
Trinidad.
No, like where?
Marcus?
There's jet skis?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but
I never seen
Did
jet
that.
skis in Maracas.
no. A friend of mine brought
Oh,
jet ski.
that makes
Oh,
more
y'all-
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you'll have it nice. Okay, cool.
No, listen.
You should jet ski in Tobago.
Just came to Tobago.
That's. I'm giving you homework. Right?
I'm gonna go do that when I
So
go
you
home.
are gonna have.
Instead of going home, I'm going to Tobago.
No, you have to go to Tobago before the end of the year.
Yeah,
I-
I guess that's possible. They have
That's,
island
yeah, that's
crashes.
all time.
Island crashes come
Someone
real time.
asked me if I was going Island Crashers. I was like, unless Island Crashers pay me, I will not be in Island Crashers. Sorry.
Nah, I don't.
It does look nice. So that's the only thing. Is like the whole festival is.
I want to shoot
look
for
nice.
it.
See, that's what I said. I'm
I would
only-
like to shoot for it if they just. I didn't even take money from them. I just cover me being there for the
For the
days.
day.
I count that as payment. In terms of like me being
That
there.
should not really be
It shouldn't be
payment.
payment,
You don't think so?
All of that should be included actually.
No. Oh, well.
No, like saying like
Oh,
it's not payment.
Okay. Oh, you pay. You
All
take
of that
payment
should be
as
in-
you
they
take
should
payment
take care of you.
as cash money that you receive.
Same thing like I was saying like they take care of her
Mm-hmm.
if she travels.
Oh, it's like okay, if I'm hiring
yeah.
you, this is all implied.
that's
that-
just standard.
okay.
You take
okay,
care
I
of my
understand where
stay,
you're
you
coming
take
from.
care of how I'm getting there, all that stuff. Then his actual cash is profit.
Okay, I
And I was just saying
understand.
for me, I'll go for the stay and just to like shoot it because the shows look nice.
It does, huh?
I'm like, I don't like
I just wish Trinidad
This
companies
was
and
the
businesses
video
would think like that.
that I was talking about, and I was like, you gonna make me tender for that?
tender.
Like you have to bid.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah, this is what I can do. And let's just take it back to this. This is
No, but they're holding their own phone though.
no, I know, but someone still has to edit this.
Why is it
That's all.
square?
That's why I told you. I saw the video and I was like, ain't no way.
Why is it square? I'm so confused.
I
Have you ever
was-
gotten money that felt free? I hope I'm not too tall and cutting out my head now.
Money that felt free.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like you did some work and I was like, dog, that just felt like too easy.
It's just a legalized crime.
I
Like,
wish,
this
I wish, but
This
like,
is crime.
I don't really have it so good now, boy, because when you have people paying that much amount of money, it comes with everything, with all the complaints and the messaging late in the night and all of that.
So then was there one that didn't give you that?
Like
But-
it was like a sort of like a breeze.
Like it felt just
Yeah.
easy to work with them and I was like, oh, okay, well, 3 months done.
It's like we could do
your
this
app
next
is
time.
ready.
Even with
Yeah.
like graphic design, digital marketing, when I charge for that, I still get.
You've never had just like an easy client.
They get easy. If you want to make it that way, they get
Oh,
easy where they
so
stop.
basically, when your relationship sort of is like, okay, I know how you work, I know how.
Yeah, like after a good
Oh,
6
okay.
months, they could be like, okay, well, he knows what he's doing, but otherwise, no.
There's no initial.
There's no trust whatsoever when they do business with me, and that's
like,
why I don't like it. I
I'm
tell
giving
them,
you 50 smackaroos. Don't
Do
miss
they
it.
know it's just you?
yeah, I tell them from the bat, it's just me. I freelance. There is no company. I am registering a business, but it isn't registered, and I've been registering that business since 2 years.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask.
Why is that taking so long?
I'm not gonna ask.
It's not taking long. I am still registering it, meaning I am procrastinating. Even the banks just give you trouble, because like if they see too much money going into a personal account, they'd be like,
Oh yeah, they told me that when I had to make
yeah,
my GMMB account,
oh,
I told
worst
them
man.
I was like, I might have to collect some money for something. And I was like, yeah, once it crossed like 10K, they'll call. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, no, that was it. Because then they're like,
And then
oh.
they freeze the account and tell you
Yeah, they just
need
call you and be like, what is this for? And well, they made it sound so simple. I don't know if it actually is that simple.
They called me when they froze my account and said I can't spend no money, can't do nothing. I need to open up a business account, and I told them, well, look, I ain't doing nothing, and I just left it so.
There's
And they opened it back.
There's like,
Okay.
hold on, this is ridiculous. Let's put a pause on.
But I think it might also be to protect them as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
And then they're like, oh, well, this is just real money coming in. Like, is this
Like,
man
hey,
selling drugs?
It's like we ain't no part of no illegal
What was it for?
activity.
How much froze the account?
because when I opened up the account, right, I was working in a place called Moon Live. I can mention that.
All
because
right.
He's a real good guy, and
I think everybody likes
Yeah.
Harry.
everybody loves
Yeah.
guys.
He's so energetic.
Yeah, he's just the best white man you could. I don't know if I should say that, but yeah. So I was my job letter when I opened the account came from there. So I know when I got that call, the
Yeah,
first
they
thing they
would know how
mentioned,
much you're supposed to be making a month, and then it's like, oh,
It's
20,
like
25?
it's like
you
it's
get a
like,
promotion.
it's like
That is a promotion.
it's like
5K, 6K.
25. Wait, hold on. Whoa.
They was an over went on there, and when I told them, they was like, yeah, you need to open up a business bank account, and I was just like, no,
For
and
what?
I just left the account.
It's like for what? You
And
want to
then they
tax me
reopened it.
even more?
This is for the first guy, the real estate guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
that's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, you need to open up a
What's your
business
biggest
account.
bag? I know you can't say who. If it is,
I don't even want to give out the number too, because for
Okay.
potential companies that really want to
Okay.
approach me, they're going to be like, okay, this is your price? Nice. That's a steal, For US companies, especially.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yes. And, all right, if I was to give a ballpark
I know
range-
what. Wait,
Yeah.
what you used to do? What you think you could buy?
Oh, what I think I
Oh.
could buy. I could buy my dream car right now,
Which is?
which is.
Would that give out the exact price?
Okay.
Yeah, without giving out the exact price, I could do that.
No, I said would that give the exact price of what you got?
Yeah. That would give a
Okay.
good range. Give or take
Okay.
a few thousand.
Okay. Wait. Just so you know, we do screw you.
What car you driving now?
Accent.
Is it in that family?
Is it?
Nope.
I was going to ask.
Does it have a
Is
horse on it?
Is it German?
What kind of cars do you
Is
like?
it
Okay. Let me see.
German or Japanese?
I have no idea where these people are from, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I want to say Japanese, but
You don't know.
yeah, I'll let me just say.
Just-
you want me the horse you're talking about?
It have so much other
That's your dream
horses.
car?
It have
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
A
much
little
other-
horsey like that?
The little horsey like that. Yeah. The little horsey like that, but
I'm so confused now.
but it's
'cause
not from that horse car brand. It's from a next car brand.
Oh.
I am
called
s-
The next one, the one that they're always competing with.
I'm so
The one that the
confused.
horse brand Ford. It is from Ford.
Oh.
And that's what I was gonna say. I'm
Yeah, you
so
lost me with the Ford
confused.
one.
They always competing.
Your dream cars are Ford?
Wait, a Ford. Call this. If I can remember it properly. Mustang.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Wait.
Ford?
I don't know. It have a difference, eh? To have Ford Mustang, you could afford a Ford Mustang, but then you could afford a Ford Mustang in Trinidad. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I need to see this thing.
You don't know what a Mustang is?
No, I know, but I just need to
No,
refresh my brain.
when you said horse, my brain automatically went. You want a German vehicle? You want a Porsche in Trinidad? Okay.
I was gonna say Porsche, but a Porsche is like a good million and something now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you get Porsche money. What?
Oh, but them old Fords will be nice though.
I don't know.
Yeah, them new ones is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to crush your dreams if it's
No.
if it's one of these, but it's not it. Them old Fords be nice though.
No, it is an old Ford, but if you
Oh.
check like import tax right now,
Oh yeah,
and you check
luxury
all
car
them
tax,
things,
it's
yeah.
gonna crucify you.
Because for companies that are watching, like potential companies, that is, US companies, they would look at that and they would just search up a Ford Mustang and be like, okay, so that's his price, let me just pay him that. But now if I check import tax and you check all these other taxes, you
It's
really
twice
don't
the
know.
price.
Yeah.
It's twice the price of the vehicle,
Oh yeah.
especially with the engine size.
Yeah.
If it's over 3,000 cc, yeah, you're paying 50% on the value of the vehicle.
Hmm.
This is it.
That's a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just for you. What do you
That's
do
me.
with that? Like when you get all that money, what do you do?
Wait, he said
Uh,
it goes back into paying for
Yeah.
all the other
For
stuff.
for maintenance, some of them, remember I tell you I only make like
They don't
around-
pay you.
No, they do.
No,
but-
they pay it, but all of it goes into running the app.
Yeah, a lot of it goes into running the app, and I only make like 2K on maintenance when they pay me. So like, let me say a company charges me, well, I charge them 10,000 for maintenance a month, right? 8,000 of that just going straight to fees, depending on their user
Right.
base and how big it is, and 2,000 will go to me. And the rest of the money that you're talking about, the bags I have saved up,
Yeah.
is really just savings. I want to buy a house one day, so that's what I'm saving for. I operate like a real homeless person. I've been wearing this shirt for.
No, that's alright. That's fine.
No, no,
I
that
That's
is
okay.
that is not. That's
I
okay.
was gonna do this, but then I remember I was like, I
You
made
just
my
print
own
that. You
t-shirt,
just
so
print
it's just
you made that.
If you watch my Instagram, there's a post with this exact T-shirt. I just like Photoshop
Yeah.
the guess out, and I did a
Jeez.
shitty job at Photoshop and the actual logo, and was like, yeah, dog. So this is my new T-shirt.
I was
from a
told if you were looking for like a wealthy person, just like at any event or whatever, just look for
The most plain clothes.
the most plain clothes man in the area, and that's it. It's generally him. Everybody dressing up, and he's like, I don't really have a point to prove.
Exactly
I
how
don't
it
really
is.
care about
Yeah.
anything. It's just
Like legit, when I got dressed, I was like, wait, I think I wore this in the last video. It's like, I don't know. I know I didn't wear this.
I was also thinking about this too. I was like, well, I can't remember when
exactly.
when
And
I
then
wore it.
I told myself, I was like, I'm not even gonna check the YouTube channel to see what I wore. But
Same.
I was like, I know I wear short pants, so I'll just wear one of joggers this time.
Like I had on this pants and all too. I can't remember.
Oh well.
Yeah, yeah. Is that do that? Because if I was to spend, no, I would be broke. I'll be broke.
Right, no, but I'm asking you more about the so let's say you charge just using a number,
Mhm.
100,000 for an app.
Right.
You get that money.
You want to know how much money goes towards the fees and everything?
In a way, yes. Because in my head, you
Mhm.
get paid to make the app,
Mhm.
and then they now come back every month. Well, not every month, but you'll be like, okay, well, a year.
Okay,
We'll
so
give you 100,000 plus 10,000 a month maintenance fees. That's
Mhm.
how I'm thinking about it.
that's
Or am
how-
I wrong for thinking
No,
that?
no, that's exactly how it is for most companies.
But it says something like I have a button.
They have a but. The other non-corporate entities now, the ones who just want to make an app and they have the money for it, yeah, they don't pay maintenance fees. So
You pay it.
yeah, yeah.
Why?
They
Can't
want-
you just tell them like, oh yeah, well, maintenance fees is.
I do.
And now about to ask.
I don't even want to like make a ton of money off of you after. Just this
I'm
is
not
the
gonna-
maintenance fee.
I'm not going to
pay it.
ask about how the contract would look in the sense of like, are you specifically implying to them that, hey, after I build this thing, oh yeah, to pay for it,
Yeah.
maintenance.
No, it is exactly like that. But just because I know it's not a corporate client and it's my name on there, because most of the times those non-corporate entities, I'm allowed to put my name on it.
Mhm.
I don't want people looking at one of my apps and being like, your app is shit. Just
Okay.
because I don't want that
Oh,
back
okay,
action of
okay,
people
okay.
saying, well,
They
the app
just
is
want
shit.
you want to make sure that the quality of your work is always at a
Exactly,
particular
exactly.
standard
So I would still maintain it even
after the fact,
after the fact.
unless you have
So
to take
I
down
kind of
the-
lose money in that
Yeah,
way.
that's
But I
what
do
I'm
it
trying
for
to think of. Like you're just losing money at
Yeah,
that
no,
point
yeah,
just
yeah.
to say, well,
Mike, this is the
Or
quality
the
of my work.
image. But the way I look at it as,
I
I do
guess,
lose
yeah.
money in that sense, but I always get clients from digital marketing, graphic design, so I'm making it back, in a sense.
have you ever done just graphic design for someone?
Yeah, yeah.
No website, no nothing.
What do you mean?
Just
Like
just
straight
design,
graphic work,
Straight
yeah.
graphic work for them.
That's-
No website attached, no app to it. All you did
We just create
was create
a graphic.
a graphic.
Yeah. Straight up graphic design.
Okay, you do that till this day, or you just
Till
strictly
this day,
do?
digital marketing, in sense of running ads on Google. That's why actually I got a Google certified companies because I'm able to run ad campaigns and make back people's money. So how that works and all too, you need to maintain a standard amount of 25,000 USD coming out of each of your clients' account, meaning they're making profit. They're not
What?
they're not just pushing out. Okay. So
No,
like
no, I was
No,
just
no, no.
only
The
number,
figure.
only number, the
They
number.
just kind of bypass it like if it's,
Yeah, don't worry.
Normal.
I with you.
yeah. So I do that. So all those things now, I make money with it, and I don't have one stream. It's not just apps. If it was just apps, I've been honest with you, by now I would have bust because these clients I have, they don't want to pay maintenance, and it have my name on it, and
Yeah.
I don't want my name to just. I don't want people to associate my name with my apps being mediocre.
Yeah.
So I do it, but the other streams I have with graphic design, digital marketing, and well websites, that pays for that.
Okay. And graphic design is pulling
It's pulling. No, it is.
like
Yeah. I have one of my contracts right now minimum is 6,000, and I'm not afraid to say that because I know right now in the graphics industry prices are horrible and people be charging 500 for post and thing. So I kind of proud to say it's 6,000 per month for my contracts, and it's just like
you could
4
say who
posts
is
I had to
with or
do.
no?
Vishnu.
Oh, it's the same motor guy.
Yep, same one.
Okay.
Him and there's other ones as well, but they range between the same amount, 6 to like 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
And there's multiple.
and it's multiple.
Wow. When do you get time to code?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Okay, you wake up in the morning. What does like
It's
a
just work.
weekday? I'm not gonna say what does a weekday look like.
I don't want to make myself too bad, but I be sleeping throughout most of the day though, and
Work at the night.
I
That
know
is disrespectful.
the 2 hour. Oh gosh, my clients, please.
The
I
2
do good
hours when
work.
he sleeps.
Just though I do good work for you, right? 2 hours before deadline, I just be like, okay, now time to do a graphic. Now time to now time to do
Because I
this.
don't want to say, okay, like, can someone realistically, if you have like a really good paying job, right?
Mhm.
Can you do app building on the side and like, you work at 9 to 5, you enjoy your job, and it's just like, you know what, I build apps in the night. Like
You really
my
could.
my 2 hours before I go in my bed.
No, you
Better
could.
get the clients though.
Yeah, I know, but
And he had the marketing with
the door-to-door
who are they
sales.
marketing with?
Most of those graphic design clients, they come with those marketing
No,
contracts.
who were you doing the marketing for? Because that was the first job before you got
Oh,
into the
Yeah, Vishnu.
web, right?
It was Vishnu
Right.
Motors, yeah.
So that kind of gave you links to other things of like, oh, well, I'm expanding to this as well too.
Yeah. So then I started to get a lot of restaurants.
Would you say you
After
would
that.
be at the same place without Vishnu?
Nope, I wouldn't have. I'm being real with you because he
It's
was the
just take
first guy
that
who gave
one.
me a
It's just
chance.
that one.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
that
As I
one.
was thinking, it's like, well, if you didn't have that, then it was just.
And you know how
It
that,
made it so much harder because you know somebody
Mhm.
that has dealt, especially with cars.
Yeah.
You get to meet real people.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Same thing with Malik.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are really into cars.
yeah.
Like, we have a friend, he does car photography,
Mhm.
and he's just like, people just want, like, they buy a new car, they want like a video and some photos. And I'm like,
how much
I-
people are.
I
It's like,
can't
it's like,
see myself
how
being
much people
that much
really-
into a car.
but
Whereas,
nah,
like,
he.
I want a picture
Yeah.
of my car,
Yeah.
and that's it. I was like, oh, that's real interesting.
Yeah. So
I feel like I have a stake in Vishnu's company that
I
you're telling
wish.
us about.
I really
okay.
wish. I really wish. If you're watching, I wish. I watching.
You have a stake in anybody's company?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is they don't like people mentioning their directors, right? But
Oh, okay.
I could
Should
say
you?
I could say it's a restaurant. That's
Okay.
all I could say. I could say it's a restaurant.
Feeling like a real controversial restaurant.
You're feeling so, Ant. You're feeling
Feeling
so.
like a real controversial one.
I feel like you're right too.
If it is,
I feel like you're
I
right
hope
too.
it's not what I think it is.
Just call a name. Call a name.
I will not.
You don't want to call a name.
I think
I feel I know.
there's only one that is very vocal and people complain about them a lot. I
The
think.
one that
No?
you and somebody.
I feel I know.
Not that one.
You
no, I feel it.
and you was talking to us about it with someone. We had. Was it someone?
Is it in South?
No, I don't know where it is. I just know
Oh.
the name.
Is it the one that you was talking about? What are you thinking about? Is it the one that you was talking about that's being
They're very
real
controversial.
on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram
Okay,
and Facebook.
I think it was you and I was talking about it. Or Jarrell.
I think
it was
Jarrell.
Yeah, Jarrell.
Jarrell called it, and I was like, yeah, let's not go down that road. That's a long.
Okay, I
long
know which
talk.
one you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I know which one you're talking
You know
about.
if it's in South?
No. I don't know the name of the place, but I
Oh.
remember hearing Jabari talk about how saucy this come.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's the same one, boy. I mean, it could be, you know.
Well, okay, think about it. Is the company you have stakes in, do they
Do you know if your
Respond.
company is controversial?
on
I-
the socials?
I don't know. The thing is, people talk about them.
Also, how does it work
Both-
being a director of a restaurant?
To be honest, I just.
What do you do?
You just pay your money for your shares, which is how much ever they sell a share for. Some people sell it for $2, and the minimum amount is 100,000 you have to buy. And when you buy your shares, you're a director.
Oh, no,
That's really it. You do
Match
nothing.
breaks. No, wait, you just bypass that. A
You
little
just-
too wholesale. A
little
little
wholesale.
too wholesale.
You just go and
You just
bypass
say-
200K like that?
Yeah.
Okay, but no, that's really how it is. So you had to
How
know
often you pay
people.
now?
Huh?
Often you just pay it for it one time and then that's it?
It's a one-time fee.
And
You
if you
buy
want
as
to-
much
I'm
And
shares.
how does it
And I'm
work?
about to say, and
How
if you want
does
to
it
buy
work as
more
coming
shares,
back to you?
You get your shares in dividends like the same way you'll get
Mhm.
dividends in a credit union.
at the end of the financial year.
After, no, I think it's
Oh,
every quarter. So
oh
4
okay,
months.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know some companies is after the financial year when they
Yeah, some
close off the books. Then
Mhm. And the bigger the company is, the more shares you get to buy. And if you have more shares, you become, the main person involved. You get most money.
yeah, if you have
Or
more
the
than
least amount of
50%.
money.
Well, if you have the largest amount of shares.
Why would you get the least amount of money?
If the company is shit and you lose money,
Oh,
and the workers do something,
Yeah,
or all
dividends
kind
is off a profit.
yeah.
okay.
So I could lose or make with this, but I knew I was comfortable enough to say that I am good enough to lose that. I don't mind
Oh,
if
okay.
I lose it.
Yeah.
Well, the
That sounds-
Let's look at it.
the man maintaining people up for the
Yeah,
freezies.
right.
So, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine. It's okay.
I'm comfortable losing it. It's all right. And I feel it's the same company thinking about her because they
We'll
don't.
talk about it after.
Yeah. Movie maker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Best editor.
how Fox News approached me, they just saw one of my TikToks
Mhm.
and they saw the stuff I was talking about in terms of apps, and they liked it. And they was like, "So okay, you develop apps and they wanted to find out first. At first, I didn't know it was them because it was just a guy coming to talk to me. And I was like, "Okay, who the fuck is this way?" And then he asked me
From
these
his
questions.
personal page?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't have nothing with Fox or nothing like that. So I was like,
Weird.
Okay.
That's what I was
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a guy who was just really into these type of things. And so I was getting into it with him, and I was like, yeah, doing this, I'm doing that, and I have apps for this and that. And I didn't mention the companies, but I said one of the things I mentioned to him and I said was, I do have more development contracts for apps in this country right now than any other software company or any other company in general in Trinidad and Tobago right now. I would even go as far as say the Caribbean because I don't think there's anybody else doing it on my level. And it's not being cocky, but it's really just where it
The
is
fact.
now.
If it is
I
fact,
just had to go with what you
it,
say.
yeah.
and I'll go and say I don't know that.
I had to really
space.
check up on
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things.
So I told him all that, and then in the end he was like, "All right, I'm from Fox News." That's basically how it went. I was like, "Oh," and then he said they would give me a call, leave my number. They gave me a call. We exchanged emails back and forth. They did a background check to make sure that everything I was saying was legit, and then they ran a little 10-second clip. It's not up anymore. I don't know. Yeah, and then they did run the article though. The article.
Yeah.
They ran
Well,
that
it's
on
on
the page.
multiple sites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on Digital Journal. It was on Market Watch for time being. It was on Fox 34, Fox, all the Fox basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did that, and one of the reasons why I wanted that to happen, because I was kind of leaning towards not letting anybody know too much about this, because I didn't want nobody to know this side of what I'm doing. I like
Yeah.
to keep it private because it involves a lot of money, and I don't want somebody coming to rob me.
That's understandable.
Exactly. So I
None of
want
you would keep a ton of cash on you, right?
no cash on me, guys. None.
Yeah.
None. And I
Yeah,
mean
he
that.
didn't even come up with like a little Rolex today.
Nothing. And this is roll gold, right? It's not real.
Is what?
Roll gold.
Roll gold?
You don't know what roll gold?
I don't like gold, so no.
Sorry, I don't.
Fake
No.
gold.
Oh,
I
It's
don't
not
know
real.
didn't
don't-
really venture too
I-
much into the
yeah, no. I just see.
into the department like that. Nah, don't.
Yeah. It's
Don't
not real. It's
fool
not real.
me.
So yeah, and one of the reasons why this goes back to the same thing I said before, why I wanted to actually put that out, is because the media companies I would have talked to in Trinidad before, trying to get me onto their shows or their podcasts or whatever it is they was doing, they kept denying me. I was like, you know what? I'm doing this out of hatred now
And
because if
nice.
all I don't want it,
Seems like a common
Yeah,
common
that's
trend.
the
if all I don't want to give me it, I gonna take it from these guys. And they had no problem running a news article with somebody from Trinidad and Tobago doing all these things.
Mhm.
And when other media companies now in Trinidad saw that, they was like, shit, now we could get you. Now we want to come and talk to you. I was like, nah, they're waiting. Ole on a
Wow.
hold. I don't want to talk to Ole right now, at least. Unless money involved, then.
I don't think they pay.
No.
I don't think they pay for those things at all.
Say
Yeah, well,
Because they would always see themselves as the,
exposure.
as the exposure. And the, yeah.
Mm.
I don't mind an interview though.
I-
That's in case CTT want to reach out.
Yeah, you know, the dynamic duo
or
that started
any
up a
media company
podcast.
for
I
that
ain't
matter.
saying no.
You know, the dynamic duo that took the podcast scene in Trinidad.
And I
took
ain't
it
know
to
no
West Town.
Cass going and be on the podcast in a year.
You saying it?
Nah, I'm telling
You
you.
saying it?
I'm telling you.
You saying it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just saying you know now.
What's that?
That Cass is going to be on the podcast next year. That's it.
What, speak it into reality. I'm telling you, it works. All
Hey.
my ambitions were fueled through hatred.
True.
I mean,
One person could
it's
legitimately
really-
is
it's
the
really-
link. One person.
It really had no hatred in the heart. It was just out of love, you know. I just want to talk to Cass.
No, but through one person we could do that.
Oh, we think about the same person?
Starting with a J.
Who?
Starting with a J. First,
Jabari.
Do you have more about your Fox News interview? Because I'm real confused.
Jimmy, sir.
Oh, I wasn't even.
And that's what I say,
I
true
haven't-
one
I haven't
person.
seen him in so long. It's just,
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways.
Jimmy October.
yeah. We gotta get one with him too when he comes back, whenever that is.
Yeah, so that's what I said.
Hmm.
But yeah, more on your Fox News.
That's basically it. I need to
No,
because of that.
Did you have any, I don't know how to say it, questions in the sense of like, okay, I know I did this interview. Can I face any blowback? Because, you know, Fox News these days,
I was thinking of that, but at the same time, I
Mhm.
was like, it's an international company,
mm.
and my motive at that time was hatred, and I keep saying it.
Any promotion is good promotion in your eyes.
Okay.
Yep. No such thing as bad publicity. So I was
It's
like,
like, all right, if
Publicity is the right thing,
my
yeah.
boy was
Yeah.
like, well, if right wing people come in for business, business is business.
business. And it's not like the media companies in Trinidad wanted to give me a chance to, because I
Mm.
approached a lot of them. I went through lots of meetings where people was like, yeah, we like this, and then
It didn't amount to anything at the end.
Yeah.
nothing. And when I see influencers like Kieran Ross now and all these other people on the newspaper and stuff, I'm proud because I
Right.
knew how hard
Rose.
it was. Yeah,
Okay.
I know how hard it was to even reach there. So for them to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there,
he
it's
took
like,
time.
I was like, thank God they recognizing earlier. Too bad they couldn't recognize me because now they're not getting me.
And he's in the papers like a lot now.
Yeah, he has a column.
In the same company that you.
Yeah, in the same company, guys. Yeah.
Did
That's
you
the
figure it
one.
out? There's only like one company I think that just kind of is in the same color scheme as the telecom one. No,
You're gonna have to tell me afterwards,
that
cause
is fine. Just really was hoping that you would get it by now.
I would give a.
You don't look at the top of like a newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's only one, only one, with a bar.
Oh, in a
Of this
box.
color. Yeah.
Okay.
Of this
No,
color.
I was gonna try to say
Yeah.
and,
I was
I
trying
was-
to make it so easy.
no, but I know, but I didn't want to say that to see if we on the same page because I know y'all were keeping it discreet. So I was gonna say,
Nah, they know. We don't.
oh,
They know.
in the box, in a somewhat of a box logo
Yeah.
kind of vibe. Okay.
It's only one.
Okay.
That's why I said they're in the same color scheme, and then you just was like, hi.
Anyways, whatever. Whatever.
SHARUHK, it was nice having you. I learned a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I lost myself sometimes when you were talking about back end things. I was like, I have no idea what he's talking
It
about.
happens. Yeah.
But,
Imagine if I go a little
I'm
more
not.
technical.
I'm not in the world, so I could understand. Like,
Mm.
but you broke it down enough for me to just be like,
I
okay,
feel, it making me
I
want to.
knew.
I want to double dabble now. A little bit.
You relax yourself,
There's
Ah,
actually
just
a
feel-
site you could use to build apps for free, but it doesn't have.
and you see it on the other side. Is it the one that's split? And it's like you build the code here, and you see exactly what it's doing. No.
There's no, not app. It's a website. It's called AppGyver. it uses something called nodes where you connect certain things. So like say you want to have a Google sign-on page, your code for the Google sign-on page will be in this node. You don't have to code nothing. It's in the node. You connect that to your sign-on, and that's a Google sign-on. It's as easy as that, but the thing is with that, it's very limited. It doesn't give you the same options as coding where you could put anything you want into it. And you can't go back into the code to like fix things.
It's specific to what the node. If whatever the node have, that's your lot.
That's what it has.
But it's really
Okay.
good to build like a basic app. Like for you all, for the Jabari podcast, if you just want to show off a little app you make,
I
you know?
will not dabble. Sorry.
I want to dabble now.
You
Just
could do that. I like to
App Guyver.
stay in my lane, graphic and photography. Yeah, man, we could talk that.
I'll
Apps
I'll
and
message
stuff.
you.
That's
Yeah.
why
I'll
nice,
message
nice.
But yeah, this was fun. I hope you had fun.
I did.
We learned a lot. Yeah.
I'll have like an outro with some music. The
Oh
Jabari
no, we just
podcast.
saying.
Ding, 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 ding.
We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
because it's been
Oh,
every
no
2
upload.
weeks.
It's been every.
Don't worry, we'll get on a weekly schedule. It's just been very hectic. With he has school,
Yeah.
I have a full-time job that
Yeah, I
we
feel
don't
ya.
talk about it.
I feel ya.
No, you don't feel me. You don't feel me at all. You don't feel me at all.
I feel ya. I was there, boy. I was there.
Yeah, you don't feel me now.
You need to
It's
get
alright.
some hatred in your life, though.
I know.
Somebody.
I don't think.
You have a
I don't
girl.
think- What?
You have a girl.
What does it do with
Get a
anything?
red girl in your life, let you hone your real bad, get that
Oh.
hatred, and
Hey yo,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You know, from Jabari.
we'll see you in the next 2 weeks. With somebody else from Jabari and
SHARUHK.
like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff.